Hey there everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, back for another episode of Age of Wonders 4, picking up where we left off with Genghis Khan. In the middle of moving my city right now, actually. I'm moving northwest to get more aggressive towards my enemies out here. Hopefully steal some territory, pillage some stuff, and continue to grow my army. I did receive quite a bit of feedback in this episode, most of which came from Chris Lighthawk, who's very, very knowledgeable about this game, clarifying a lot of things that I either misspoke on or just didn't add enough information for. And occasionally, I'm just outright wrong sometimes, and I appreciate having people who can correct those mistakes, and so that I can correct myself as we move through the game. Chris added that since players can save vassal cities from being absorbed or razed by enemies by tagging the city center, it's probably best to assume the enemy AI can do the same for their allies if they're smart enough. So it's basically a case of where if I am in the process of pillaging a city and leave it without any guards there, it probably stands to reason that the enemy AI can basically save their friend's city by tagging the city center. They can't actually move their units into it, but you can command them to move on it, because this is something that you can do with your own vassals. So it stands to reason that you could do that with other allied cities, and that the enemy AI could do it for their friends too. I'm not sure if they're smart enough to do that. I don't know if they're programmed to do that. I don't know if I've ever seen them do that, but it's probably safest to assume they can, which means it's safest to leave a garrison in a city until the pillaging is complete, if it's at all possible. That is in response to something I brought up in the last episode that I wasn't sure about. Chris also said to consider I put moving in quotes here, but moving captured heroes to my crypt to take advantage of the nearby crypt-based ancient wonder. That is this thing that I cleared here, the Eternal Bedchambers. Counts as a research post, gives 2 mana, 2 knowledge, and +1 soul if obtainable for each hero in the crypt. So I do have quite a few heroes, or a few heroes in my prison here. So Chris suggested that I just, like I said, gently move these 3 from the prison to the crypt to take advantage of that, and probably to take advantage. These wonders will be scattered around the map as I move, so I can probably continue to grab them here and there. I think I will go ahead and do that, actually. So we're just gonna excuse me, just gonna move them. This is an act of evil. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. There we go. Okay, they've been moved. And that's all. Chris suggested don't forget to use Paladin's Smite ability. And Ship's Accountant also added that this also puts them in defense mode. Yeah, I kind of just forgot to use that in the last episode, but Paladins do have a very useful ability, that Smite ability, and I did forget that it puts them in defensive mode, so I'm glad Ship's Accountant added that bit of information. So that would be this right here. Enter defense mode afterwards. Totally forgot that was a thing. This is very useful because it's a very powerful ability that they can use after moving a significant distance. And part of the reason that's so handy is it's almost like having a charge attack that puts them in defense mode. It's not a charge attack because it doesn't break guard or anything, but it has the power equivalent to what a charge attack might have. Maybe close to it. So yeah, I think that's definitely something worth doing. I need to remember that that's available to me. Zeal on heroes applies to all attacks the hero can do, not just base attacks, which makes it a particularly good for heroes like mages with big AoE attacks. This I didn't know at all. I really, really appreciate this being brought to my attention. I don't think I have a hero with Zeal right now because I respect everyone to chaos, but if I have an opportunity, basically this ability here, Searing Strikes, gives base attacks +2 fire damage. Zeal apparently does that for all attacks, which makes it very good on anyone who has an AoE. Particularly somebody like my Warlock, maybe, who can do Curse, would make it actually... Does Curse... I think Curse does damage. Where's my Warlock? I'm actually not remembering for sure. Oh wait, I didn't take the warlock. That's right. I went with, well, that's also something we'll talk about later. But I went with a warrior instead in this game. So we'll come back to that. But yeah, if I pick up somebody with a big AOE, Zeal's definitely worth considering because of the fact that it applies to all of their attacks, not just base attacks. So yeah, I appreciate the clarification on that. Um, and hopefully can make use of that in future builds. Also from Chris, now might be a good time to grab road building. Could have saved me a lot of movement in the forest near the Blue City ruins. Um, I might be stingy with my Imperium for now. In fact, I can't even afford it for right now, but I should put that on my radar. Road building would be useful. The nice thing about nomads is they kind of build roads as they go because as you connect provinces, they build these roads and then they just leave them everywhere. You can see there's like a whole network of roads extending down into territory that I used to be in. Um, so I kind of get a lot of roads just as I move around, but it would have been nice to have moving through this forested area here where I was kind of near where I was pillaging the city because the forest did slow me down a fair bit. Um, I think for now though, I am going to be stingy with my Imperium. There's too many other things coming up on my radar that I want to keep want to save up some Imperium for. But I will try to remember that that's a thing. This is kind of like the next thing on my radar. 9 turns until that's available. 13 would be Destined Conquerors after that, and then 500 turns, 25 turns down the road. It's going to be less than that because I'm going to get a little more chaos, but yeah, then there'll be Reign of Destruction. So some fairly expensive. That's 400. That's 500. This is only 175. But yeah, that's going to be quite a bit that I need to invest, plus anything else that I might want. So we'll see how the Imperium situation develops. One thing I did want to mention is that this Destined Conquerors should give me a lot. Because I got this in a different game where there were... I did this back when I played the Steve character. Steve from Accounting back in the series where I did the Ashen War scenario. And this was like even more gold than I was expecting to get out of it. It was... I remember getting like a whole bunch of extra gold and mana, like more than what I thought I would get for every active war. So this should be a pretty huge chunk of income once that becomes available. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. What else do we have here for this week? Let me try to move through the rest of these quickly. Banners are better used on units with high XP since it takes more XP to rank them up. That is true. I did pull this Paladin in for a banner upgrade when he was basically a newly recruited person, and it's a little wasted on him when I could, because right now it doesn't take him that much XP to level up, so he needs 240. Well, I think it's adding. I'm not sure that that's out of this. Okay, 240 in total, whereas this guy needs 600. Yeah, so, and he's a lower tier unit. So yeah, once you get to those exalted ranks, it's a lot more XP required. I think for a tier 1 at exalted it might be 400. For a tier 2 it's 600. I can actually check that. Who's got a tier 1 U or a tier 1 that's exalted? Yeah, 400 for a tier 1, 600 for a tier 2, and then probably 800 and 1,000 for tiers 3, 4, and then I guess 5 would be probably 1,200. That's just my guess because I haven't checked. But yeah, so yeah, basically putting that on higher rank units gets you more out of those banner pickups. And then finally, a clarification from Quiz. I referred to a Warlock as a support hero in my last episode. They're not technically supports. They're really more of a debuff class. What I was talking about when I meant supports, a support hero, was basically someone who is not a fighter, whose primary thing is not dealing damage to the enemy. So I kind of look at heroes as like either people who are doing buffs or debuffs in the background, and then there's the people who are just doing main damage output. And so I kind of just group them into supports or fighters. So that's what I meant by referring to a Warlock as support, but they're really more of a debuff, so I just wanted to clarify that if anyone was confused. Just kind of using the term support differently there. From Rhett Marut, clarification, foliage caught on fire by my Magnus elemental can spread to other nearby foliage. That's why some of my units got caught on fire in a battle in the last episode, and I couldn't figure out why. The fire spread from one bush to another between turns. I forgot that it does that. And then finally, from Feel Gore, might be a good idea to buy some more units so that I can pillage provinces and raise cities at the same time. I agree, because this army has been a little bit small compared to my main stacks over here, and a bit vulnerable to like a large group swooping in and knocking them out. So I've been using these guys kind of sparingly and cautiously. It would be nice to have some extra stronger units so that I can really operate in 2 areas at once. However, I am going to wait a little bit longer before doing a lot of unit spam, because there's something I need from my next tome before I do that. And that is going to be the Tome of the Cleansing Flame. Yes, we're back to one of the most overpowered tomes in the game, but I swear I needed it for the affinities. A little extra chaos, and then I really need that one order, and then this just fit in very well. Now, the reason I wanted to wait until getting this tome before doing the bulk of my army building is because of the Pyre Shrine here. Units built in this province gain Faithful. That's going to be really important when we spread Cleansing Flames. So any units that don't already have that I build before making the Pyre Shrine are going to just burn in Cleansing Flames, but any units that I build after getting this are going to actually get their status effects cleared by Cleansing Flames. That's extremely, extremely important. And having as many of my units with Faithful as possible also reduces unit upkeep by 10%. So yeah, I do want to get as many units with Faithful as possible. We're going to pick this up now because it also gives me some more Chaos Affinity, helps me get further down that tree, and then I can, of course, build the Fire Shrines earlier. So this is the next choice. And we'll see what the pickups are. I do get the Pyre Shrines immediately. That's just a city upgrade structure, so let's see what we can get out of this. Target unit gains Zeal. Enemy units into 2 hex radius get condemned. Create cleansing flames on the target hexes for 3 turns. So that I can just spread cleansing flames and give a unit Zeal. Flame Best Champions is a unit enchantment. So I can't use that. Effects are increased for single shot attacks. I have 1 shock unit, which would be, I think, one of my it couldn't. I'm not sure which unit that is. It's not one of my race units. Oh, it's an elemental. I think a charge-based elemental. That obviously is not really worth it when I could just get Pyre Templars, because these guys are amazing. So I'm going to just go with that, and we'll pick up the rest later. Now, I am pretty sure that as part of the Tome of the Cleansing Flame, I have to check this every time, but I am pretty sure that this just... Temple of the Pyre... Doesn't this just give your heroes an... Oh, did they change that? This tome got changed, debuffed slightly at one point. Did they change that? Or do these guys still give... I thought this gave something to your heroes, is where I'm getting confused. To where, like, any battle the heroes were in generated the Cleansing Flames. It might actually just be... Flame Herald's Consecration is added to all battles in this domain. Hang on. All burning ground with Cleansing Flames. Slain units create Cleansing Flames. Okay, so it's tied to the city now instead of the heroes. I think that's what the change was. Which is still pretty useful for me, because I should be fighting a lot of battles within my own territory. So, it's especially kind of nice because I can spread my territory sort of as I go, so I can envelop things in my territory and then fight them for an advantage. But I do need the Pyre Shrine for that to be active, so I do need to get those Pyre Shrines up quickly. Let's hide the Tome Library. We got the Templars selected, and can't do anything with Imperium this game. I can move people, and I think it's time to settle my next city. I did notice the enemy was kind enough to put some provinces forward right next to where I was planning to settle, so I think we can take advantage of that. I am still planning on going to this spot. I do want to check and see. Okay, I'm going to go end up on that crossroads tile right there. So I want to move somebody nearby just to see what's going on out here. Let's go here for now. Okay, so we're all clear here to move these guys up. Yeah, go there. Actually, I didn't really actually have to have him right on the center city tile. You don't, as long as I got him in the province, he would teleport to that spot, but we're just gonna say unpack city. Go. And I did notice some guys down here. Maybe I can grab them. The question is, can I hit them and still protect my city at the same time? I didn't see how big that army was. Let me turn this back off. If I had moved that city a little more slowly, I might have been able to get a better view. Let's go ahead and take these guys out. Wait, hang on, retreat. I think I can get one more guy in here. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't get himself killed. Okay, we can just do, you know, we can leave spells on. There's no reason not to. Unless they backfire and injure me. Okay, scavenged equipment, got some tier 3 throwing daggers. Okay, cool. I don't know if I want to move them up. And I don't know if I want how far I want to move Genghis down, because Genghis I want to stay close to that city, close enough to defend it if something happened. So I think the furthest I can move Genghis is here. Okay, there is a decent number of dudes out here. We can hit that stack of 1 with this guy, and I can pull in someone else to help. But I'm not sure if I can get them close enough to be involved, because I've got these units over here. Okay, actually, yeah. If I put them there, they would get involved. I think that's what I want to do. So if I move these guys here, we can deal Alfred another pretty heavy blow by attacking with these troops. Yeah, that says it's a risky battle, but I think it's actually a pretty safe battle for me. I can't quite pull them in with these armies. So I may move... maybe I should have moved... Which army has the higher strength? 834, these guys have 890. They're pretty similar. This one would get more heroes XP. This one's going to give more XP to other units. Let's see, you're the ritualist, and then this one I have the battle saint and the warrior. I think I'm gonna bring the battle saint and the warrior in on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh. Well, that sucks. Now I've screwed this up. I thought I had more movement than I did. Frick. I thought they could make it there. They can't. And then if somebody attacks that city, it's not going to pull in all the stacks. Maybe I can have another stack help. It's not ideal. Okay, I kind of just messed myself over on this one. I didn't count out that movement correctly. So now I can't do what I wanted to do. I wanted to leave 3 stacks. I got greedy. Now I really need that road building. But I can't get it. I don't have enough Imperium. I feel like there's got to be some way I can do this, but I can't move Genghis any further away from that city to move them down. I think I just have to do this with inferior units. Basically these guys, which really sucks. I can bring the charge unit in, dropping the weak one. If I put them there. Yeah. It's going to be Genghis's army and 2 kind of crappy armies. Alright. Yep, that's just what it has to be. I'm going to swap the weak unit with a stronger one. I'm going to move some guys up here. Probably move you guys here. Make sure this guy can catch up. Wow, this is really awkward. Okay. Move you there. Move you guys back here. And move these guys up. And this is actually going to be an even harder battle now, because it's a risky battle, because I'm not bringing all my heroes in, but I've got to do this, so... Alright, well, here we go. Alfred's in this one. This one could be a little ugly in the auto. Yeah, alright, well, we're going to do this one ourselves. I've already messed myself up, and we're barely into the episode. I've got to do this without healers, is kind of the problem. All my ritualist, my battle saint, they're all gone, so I don't have an AOE for this army down here, which is very unfortunate. Okay, what's the best approach here? They've kind of split into two big groups. I see this side being weaker. They don't have a hero. They've only got one ranged attacker. I'm thinking a strong charge on that side probably yields the best results because we can get rid of more units faster. They do have a knight, tier 4, who can charge out right out of there. Okay, didn't see that path up. And then a longbow stationed on top of a hill who's probably going to do a fair bit of damage. I do have paladins in this group, so I can kind of heal my guys as I move. Well, actually, they're not in that group. Where are they? They're right here. So I probably need to do that. Yeah, just use lay on hands as I move forward. I think, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna full charge this side over here. Or should I full charge this side and try to kill Alfred more quickly? They don't have any ranged attackers over here other than the scout and this dude, who's really just got a staff, so he's not that scary. You know what? Yeah, let's charge Alfred's side and take spells out of the equation. I have healthier units over here anyway. I probably should undo that move because I want to heal some stuff as I'm moving. Go. Any extra free healing I can get is well worth it. Genghis Khan is going to be my probably main damage dealer over here. I don't have a lot of other range units. If I can get around that rock or lure them into coming more this way, it lures them further away from their friends. So that's probably worth doing. Alright, well, this is going to be a battle with a lot of the lower tier units getting some XP. What did he just hit me with? There's an AoE that I can't do anything about now, unfortunately. I got Mantra of Purification, so I can get rid of it on specific units. I think I might attack those trees there so that I can move more people through here a little more quickly. I don't think that the clover fields slow you down. Yeah, let's just get these trees out of the way. I want to move through here fast. Any shield units can probably just power their way through. And then I'm actually going to send some guys through this center area, whoever's fast and can make it. The longbows are just out of reach. Okay, perfect. Whoever's quick and can get through there fast. We'll just ignore that army moving up from that direction. Okay, those guys can reach me. That's unfortunate, but I do have archers nearby. They should be able to hold that line while the others push through. I think I'm in an okay situation. I probably need to start getting rid of status effects on some of these guys. Particularly anything that's damage over time. I can use these guys. This unit, the Scalds, don't actually clear status effects. So it's probably going to be Mantra Purification on... I'm going to just use it on Genghis, probably. Yeah. Oh, it just teleported Genghis. Then I'm going to use I'm gonna wait on this and use it after some damage has been taken. Okay, Genghis can now move up, actually, and I think maybe if I move here, he still can't hit anyone, can he? What is going on with this rock? There. No, I can't move 3 spaces and attack. It's okay. I kind of want to just lure these guys into charging to the left. That's the main idea over here. So I'm going to move you up. Move you up. Come on. It is really being finicky about me moving to that specific spot. There we go. Okay, and then we need these guys over here to be a distraction, which I guess they've already all moved. So I don't like, on this map, I don't like sending units to come through this area because they tend to get pretty isolated, which is why I'm trying to move these guys up pretty quickly. In fact, let's clear that bush out so I can get through there even faster. Okay. And these guys will probably full charge me over on this side. Guy's getting a little beat up down there. See if we can pull him out of that situation. Okay, and then they're gonna try to plug me up on this side, which is annoying, because none of these guys can get off that hill and do anything until I get through there. What have you got a lot of? I'm seeing, let's see, there's a defender. Actually, it's easier to see in this window. He's got 2 aspirant knights. He's got 2 militia. Getting rid of them right now might be good because that's standing in my way on the one side. Yeah, mostly the militia. I think I could use a debuff on. That's what I'm thinking to lieutenant targets. Oh, that's a monk there. This is the guy that I really need out of my way, and he's the one. Yeah, he's the biggest problem over here right now. Okay, we may have to re-evaluate. Can you lay on hands yourself? You can. I might need to pull him out and get other units up on that front line there. If I move the Scald here, I can maybe trigger Insanity on that monk, which would be pretty handy. %19 chance of Insanity. That's not very good odds. And the monk can stun stuff if it gets too close. He's in the trees, which is making him harder to hit. You know what? I'm thinking about just falling back on this side. If I use this guy to pull my Paladin out of the bad situation he's in, I could fall back with everyone here and then pull more units over to assist them, making this choke point less of an issue. I am going to go ahead and... I don't have any way of pushing through here, so I'm going to go ahead and just attack this guy, lower his health. And yes, I think I am going to fall back here. If we can lure Alfred into running ahead by himself, I think that's pretty good for me. What's the range on this recovering wind pull ability? 4? So if I move if I move back to about where you are. And do that. Okay, we get our friend back. I'm probably going to get hit in the face there. But I can have him move to a more defensive position. one where Alfred doesn't have a good route through here and can't get a big charge either. If I have him use Lay on Hands, he also gets some status protection and some extra health. Or I could have him Lay on Hands on something. No, he would need to use it on himself. Actually, I would rather him just go defense mode right now. Yeah, I'd rather him just do defense mode. And then you can also do defense mode. I want to lure them through there. This also prevents the monk from leaping on anyone and getting a big hit. Let's see. Move you back here. Move you here. Alfred can get through there. If I do this, he can't. I don't think he can get to Genghis. Okay, he still can. I might need to move Genghis back just a bit. Just a smidge. Maybe to like here. That puts him also in some cover. And then I can use you here, with giving everyone a bunch of resistance. Or I could use Song of Revelry, which gives a bunch of units nearby rally and regeneration. I like that. Let's do that. I'll leave you on defense mode, Genghis on defense mode, and we'll just try to waste time over there. This doesn't really pull Alfred quite to where I wanted him, but it does make it is better positioning for me. So I think I'm gonna try to use it for what it's worth. I may need this archer over here. I'm gonna need to shoot some of those knights off of me. This situation down here is a little ugly. I might have to use Mantra of Purification to heal this guy. He does have sprint, so I could get him out of there, and even all the way over here to cause trouble for these guys. It does leave him a little vulnerable, but he potentially could help get this pole arm out of my way, allowing all these guys to come flooding through and help deal with Alfred. I also could use Windborne Rescue to get him out of there. Let's see, the boar also has sprint. It would take a hit if I did that, but if I sprinted, he wouldn't. And if I put the boar over here, it leaves him in a good position to maybe put pressure on the archer. There's just one more pole arm I'd have to get through. Speaking of pole arms, probably a good idea to use the lieutenant to debuff them right now. In fact, I should have done that first. What's the range on this? I think it's 3. Okay. All right, I know what I want this shield to do. He needs to go this way. I need help over there, and he can like swap places and heal people. So that's going to be useful for him. This charge unit can't help over here right now, so I'm probably going to have him come back down to assist over here. In fact, all of these guys are really freaking stuck. I am going to leave a shield up here. We'll leave the Paladin up there. And since I've moved that guy, I can get this guy up here, and I got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can debuff from here. There we go. That lowers the other militias too, so he's less of an issue now. I think I am going to... Let's see, is that the Aspirant Knight? Yeah, that's the Aspirant Knight. I think I am going to sprint that boar behind this knight and mess him up. He destroyed the Lucky Cloverfield. I don't want that guy to be able to hit me in the back, and I don't want the longbow to be able to shoot me in the back, but this is... I don't think either of them can unless the longbowman moves. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. That gets a stack of bleeding on him too, which is useful. Then I can Windborne Rescue this guy, but I want to make sure that I can put some damage out on that Aspirant Knight, and I should be able to do that by teleporting to here and then shooting him several times. Let me make sure I move this guy up first. This should be a good, healthy flank. Not as good of odds to hit as I would have liked. Why is that so low? defensive tactics and long range. It's just a long range penalty mostly. I guess I don't have particularly accurate archers. Well, hopefully if he misses, he hits the other guy nearby. Okay, I got a little lucky. Got full damage on all those. Yeah, I think Windborne Rescue here is what we want. What I don't really want is to leave this guy to where he can charge something else without taking an attack of opportunity. So I think the trick here is to Windborne Rescue him, which puts him and this guy in a better place. I'm gonna have him. He is still immobilized, so I'm gonna probably have him defend, but he's not in a huge threat anymore. This guy is held down by the shield, so we're actually fine there. I might even use the shield here to deal a little extra damage to him. And now might be a good smite opportunity, I'm thinking. Since I broke his guard. Yeah, if I ride down here, I could smite him. Okay, go ahead and do that. We just need to damage enemies right now. And then I can also get a charge here. There we go, inflict some burning. That brings him down to, I think, 1 unit in the model. I think this is an opportunity to just do a little more damage. I don't see a reason why not to go ahead and take that hit there. And we still need to get through this guy. I should be able to punch through that guy next turn with the debuff from the lieutenants. And once I can unjam this situation... In fact, I really need a range unit to unjam all of that. Gosh, abducting Cyclone would be so good right here from Tome of Winds, because I could just pull that guy out of this little position he's gotten himself into. I could move these guys here and then attack. That might give me the flexibility to actually punch through. I think that's what I'll have to do on the next turn. These guys should be safe for one more turn. There's a lot going on in this battle that I have to be really mindful of. And I do have my spells. So I've got Heroic Stand, which clears all negative status effects. But Mantra is much cheaper. I think the best thing to do here is probably either Commander's Call, which I'm afraid of backfiring and putting a negative effect on a bunch of units, or Mantra Purification, which will just clear negative status effects. I think the safest one to use is Mantra Purification. Find somebody who's got a lot of negatives, clear them off. Particularly anything that's causing damage over time. So I think this Genghis Khan, he's diseased actually. That can spread to other nearby units. So is the Dust Weaver. Okay, we probably don't want that. Everybody is being protected by the Scald there. No, everyone got a buff from the Scald. Yeah, I kind of need disease to not spread too much. So if I can avoid that, let's go ahead and clear that off of Genghis. Oh, okay. That gave me casting points and removed weaken from Genghis. Okay, so I got a little extra casting points out of that. That's pretty useful. Okay, who else have I not moved? You're stuck where you are. I need you down here. I want you to help. I want to stay here to help push your way through here. In fact, ooh, wait, hang on. These guys actually should stay here because, no, that still doesn't help me if I can't get my own unit out of the way. But if I could back my unit off, trigger sprint on these guys, and then they could all go rushing through. So maybe leaving them there is a much better idea. It might be better to pull the Paladin. Actually, I want the Paladin with them too for a little bit of healing on that guy. I think everybody's set up in a pretty good spot here. Yeah, I'm fairly happy with where everyone's at. I am going to move him here just so he can get down there more quickly to assist, but I think he's okay. And he's okay. I'm pretty sure I can get through that choke point on the next turn. All right. Okay, they're missing their attacks. Good, good. Okay, that's all fine. They can't do a whole lot of damage to me down there. And they're gonna try to push through up here. Okay, there's the monk punching the Scald. But he's in a much worse position now. I think they actually damaged themselves a little bit here. So what I can do then is take the attack of opportunity to move one space, and then kill this guy. That leaves a path for all of my other units to get through. So we're in pretty good shape. In fact, I can even charge now. I can trigger sprint, and we can get right up behind these guys. I'm gonna put him here for now. This guy can't quite reach anything to help, but that's okay. I want you on... I really would like to get to the Bannerman. Guess he's got Astral Blessing. We can maybe mess him up a bit. Okay, let's just do that. Do you have Lay on Hands back? No. Can't use it for one more turn. In that case, go defend him. And then you get through there too. Chill there for a second. And I don't know that I need anyone else up there. I think, depending on how I do here, I can probably handle this. Alfred's a charge attacker, so he's not going to be as scary being up in my face here. I do need to get these monks out of the way. They are being extremely annoying. I think probably just straight up attack him with the Paladin is, I think, the best choice. I might lose that lieutenant here. I'm kind of thinking he might not survive. I want that monk to be debuffed. I'm going to use the lieutenant to debuff him. That monk's in an extremely annoying spot. Or the defender. Let's debuff the monk because more units can hit him this turn. It does let Alfred get a flank attack on my lieutenant. That's okay. If it helps me kill this guy faster. Yeah, it's better to do a regular attack on him. Can't get that champion through. Can't really displace and replace. I can sunder defense on the monk, which is actually probably worth doing. It does leave him a little open to attacks, but nothing should kill him here. Okay, now we're actually doing a reasonable amount of damage on him. I might actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my lieutenant another go this turn with Genghis Khan. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this before I forget. Decisive command on you. In fact, I can also give him grace. Yeah, let's do Touch of Grace. Also removes a debuff. Can we kill Alfred? So we can get the monk weakened enough that he's not as big of a threat. I think that's worth doing. The Scald has other abilities that are useful but can't be used while in enemy zone of control. But one of them grants 2 Strengthened and Fortune, which would be very nice for Genghis Khan right now. So I'm going to back up and move this. I might actually move the Scald here because the Lieutenant gets another go. And we'll give it to him. Yeah, I think I can kill Alfred here. Oh wait, that won't work because I'm in Alfred's zone of control. Okay, I can at least give it to Genghis Khan. I can do this here. And that it also increases his chance to hit, which is now critical hit, which is now at 70. Good chance I just straight up kill Alfred here. But I'm going to do everything that I can to make that as likely as possible because his spells are annoying me. So we're going to cancel his retaliation, inflict a little bleeding, and a little bit of extra damage here. Okay. As a crit, that looked pretty good. And then I can... Yeah, I don't even think I need the crits to kill him, but it might just kill him here. Ooh, very close. Okay, Bannerman, can you finish him off? Yes, I should be able to. Yeah, I'm gonna let the Bannerman finish him off so that the Lieutenant can severely injure this guy. Just to take those monks kind of out of the equation. In fact, what I might do is heal them up a bit. Yeah, let's dispel a couple effects there. It doesn't make a difference in whether I kill, but... Oh, it does, because I crit. Okay, great. Perfect, okay, and we're closing in on these guys. So that fight up there at the top is essentially won. So now I just need to worry about this other battle going on the bottom right side. So those pikes are going to come stab the boar, pretty much for sure. I probably want the shields to go engage with them if I can. I think I did debuff them. Yeah, their defense and resistance is still sundered. So if I move up... Okay, actually, I can kill this guy. Can the archer kill me in return? No, the archer isn't threatening too much damage and has a pretty low chance to hit. So why don't you just kill this unit just to get him out of the way and do some morale damage. And then you start working on that knight, just whittle them down. Okay. I want you to help with this group down here. How much damage are you going to do if you land all your hits? I don't really like that. Let's... I wanted to get his momentum bonus triggered, but I don't think it's worth it. I might rather shoot from here and then take the lucky chance with a 50%. Okay, that's not too bad. Can you eat anybody? Okay, no. Well, we can continue to... I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the hit here. That's fine. I'd rather you go fight those pikes. You come down here, hit him. Okay, there we go. We get a crit. That ruins his retaliation and allows the boar to move this way, and then I can threaten the archers with the boar on the next turn while you engage the pikes. Okay. And I can get this guy through here. I'm not really sure who I'm going to debuff with him, if anybody. 1, 2, 3. I don't even know where I'm going to go with him. I feel like I've got them all under control, so probably best to go that way. And then I got my Wind Warrior here. I can't do anything with them on this turn, but they're basically here to help if they are needed. Who's left? The Raider? Where is the Raider? This guy. Okay, yeah, we'll wait on. Don't need to use Swift or Sprint on him yet. Okay. Ouch. That Raider's taking a hit. I think I can heal him with the Paladin on the next turn, though. Okay, I got some guys down there who are in a little bit of trouble. I kind of need to help get them out. Alright, you can get... Yeah, get your momentum bonus here. Get this guy out of the picture. Did I miss him? What happened there? That's not great. And I'm pinned down here. Okay, these guys now are suddenly the group that needs help. Not really sure why he didn't die there. Okay, well, I've got spells that can kind of help them out. I definitely want to get in the archer's face with the boar. I think that's probably for sure, unless I really want to get the pikemen off of those guys. Man, I really needed that guy to die here. That's a big problem. Okay, I know I'm going to want to do this. Because that guy's stunned. Domain of Mayhem becomes active. All units have a 30% chance of being inflicted by Berserk? Oh gosh. Okay, this is about to get nuts. Okay, fortunately I have Lay on Hands. I am kind of protecting... Okay, I think what I want to do is use Sprint here with this guy, and I need to get out of range of that longbow, which I can do... Yeah, the longbow could move there, but if I move there and prevent him from doing that, I'll be safe if I trigger Sprint, move this guy through here, and then kill him, because screw that guy in particular. He's been very annoying. Okay, I think I can still get out of this without any losses. The problem is these guys are... That pole arm there is a problem. I can move forward and damage this guy, which is probably worth doing. And I can defend... Okay. That's what I'm going to do. These longbows have a decent shot at me, but they can't kill me. So let's damage you. Let's move here and defend both of them. And then I think I'm going to have the shields heal themselves. Yeah. And we're still going to go pressure that longbow. And pressuring the other support unit. This with them at the same time. Alright, I need to clean this up as much as I can before this triggers. And my unit, I start losing control of my units. I believe I can kind of just full charge here. Just sort of send it. These guys are a little beat up, so I'm hesitant to send them running in. I don't want to do something dumb and lose a unit now when I have the battle kind of under control. So probably, let's see, move the lieutenant up cautiously. Move Genghis up to this weird spot that I can't seem to ever select. Here we go. That gives me a momentum. Lets me... I want to get pressure on the hero, but I want to leave Genghis with an open shot if I want to take it. He doesn't have a very good chance to hit on that hero. I think I'd rather hit here because it has a chance of inflicting bleeding on more targets because that AoE bleed that Genghis does, so let's do that. A lot of burning, a lot of bleeding. That seemed pretty good. Oh yeah, the burning spreads to nearby targets too. I forgot about that because it's on his base attack. Ooh, that's really strong. Oh, that's really strong. That's a lot of debuffs. Okay. Then I can move you guys up. I don't think that I need to... Actually, if I do this correctly, I might be able to heal this guy and let him go running in and fight. Or I could just use the Paladin to heal him. That works too. Or I could do both. I'm not really sure how the teleport works on this guy, so I'm gonna try this. Okay, just pulled him back. I think the least number of spaces. Okay, now we start pinning these guys in. Yep, now they're kind of screwed. Alright, you're surrounded. I am going to send this guy down here. Just to really pin those archers in. But you can go over here and trap him, that's fine. Okay, I think we're good here. Who's left? Scald? You may as well just go there and give status protection to people. And I guess I've got you. In fact, I might heal the Scald here instead. Yeah, we're going to do that. Interesting that they maintain their defense mode but can still be moved. I think that might be the only ability in the game that works that way that I'm aware of. Okay. This is why I wanted to send another unit down to help from the other side, just to pin those ranged attackers in. Okay. Let's finish this mess up here. Genghis, what are your odds to hit? They're not great. They're not great. Just attack him with melee. You switch to your repeat attack here. Very versatile unit. Love how they work that way. Very cool. Okay. I wonder if Genghis can alt-target a rock and inflict AoEs on everybody around. It looks like I could. I'm not sure that I need to here, though, so probably won't. Yep, we can just finish you. I can finish you. And then I'm going to have all the faster cavalry move this way. And you guys... I think Genghis can actually just stab this dude. There we go. He gets a melee attack. No, I don't want to run. Although hopefully I don't pay for that with a lingering status effect killing someone, but I think my units have enough health, they'll be okay. This guy just needs to get out of here. I can probably hit this guy for a decent chunk of damage. Why is my odds to hit so dang low, regardless of where I move? Guess they're better there, but not by a lot. Oh well. Beat him the heck up, please. Okay. Boar, need you to continue to chase both of these guys down. And Lieutenant, I need you to cut off their escape. Actually, I'll probably go running back that way, so run more in that direction. And then you can just, I don't know, buff everyone, I guess. Triggering lots of regen. Wait, do Berserk units attack each other? Oh, frick. That's not great. Okay, I should have ended the battle. I forgot that the Berserk had that effect. My guys are gonna start killing each other over there. There is nothing that I can do about that now. Fortunately, everybody up there is pretty well healed up, so they probably won't actually die. I'm gonna save Mantra of Purification. Might need it on the next turn. Those guys could get hit with it too. Okay, him getting Berserk doesn't really matter. Guys, no, don't, no. Be nice. Be nice to each other. No, don't kill Genghis Khan. Oh, no. Okay, we gotta finish these guys off quick, or let them run. I don't care. They just need to go. Every 2 turns. Okay, so I think I can clear it off of some of these guys. In fact, it might only be for 1 turn that they're berserk. So I think I'm fine. I'll just go ahead and use Mantra of Purification on this guy. Lightning Sandstorms become active until the end of the battle. Okay, this game mode with the backfiring spells is just nuts. You just never know what's gonna happen. Okay, I think I'm good though. I think let's move a little further here. Yeah, I should be good here. Let's make sure the archer doesn't get away, because he actually could, and he's a tier 3, so we don't want that. This guy will probably actually run here. Yeah, he's gonna run. He'll get away on this turn. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can just end my turn. Oh, this guy went berserk. He was on his way back to go hit my Paladin in the back. Get away from him. I don't think he can actually do anything to me now, but let's go ahead and get a little health on anybody that may have status effects. Genghis could use a little patch up there. There we go. Looks pretty good. And why not do this? Just buffs for everyone. Okay. This should just end the battle here. Okay. No casualties. Still a little ugly, but could have been worse. Let's take that reward and move closer to our friends. Alfred should back off, but he still has 2 healthy armies here with some pretty high-ranked units. The important thing is making sure that I have enough units here to guard that city if someone were to attack it. In fact, I need to move... Okay, I need to drop someone from this army. We'll just drop the low-rank shield guy. You need to sit on that, because that still counts as a unit. And then this guy can join whoever else is down here, I guess. I'm not really sure. Actually, this guy needs to just stay out of things for a minute. I'll probably leave him on a forest tile somewhere that other units can't easily reach him. I guess here is fine. We can hang out with this dude. In fact, why not hang out in friendly territory? Because then you two can heal. Or that guy can heal, in particular. Okay, so no matter how he attacks me, he's got to fight 3 stacks of units here. I'm inclined to just leave these guys where they are. I don't need to chase Alfred, I need to heal up. Okay, got summon Vigil now. Is that a world map summon? Yeah, it is. Okay. Not sure if I really need it, but it could be cool. It's a battle mage option. And I don't think I have a battle mage in this build, at least not until later. Noticeably later, so yeah, I'm just gonna might summon one. I mean, I got a ton of mana. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and get one. I don't know. We'll see if I like them. I've never actually used the Vigil units before, so it might be cool. It takes mana upkeep, and that's kind of why I'm thinking it would be useful, because I have a crap ton of mana. So, okay, more heroes in the crypt. Wonderful. And Alfred is in the Astral Void. For, I think, the first time this game. I don't think in our first confrontation I actually fought him. I think he was just his armies, not Alfred himself. Alright, well, I guess we go to the next turn. We're kind of in a... This was kind of all a pretty big battle there. But yeah, I think we're okay in an okay setup here. Everybody's helping everybody. You've got all my main armies on this job right now. And if I can just get that city up, I'll be in really good shape. I believe I can actually insta-build the raiding camp too and pillage a lot of stuff really fast around here. I'm thinking of sticking it right here in this province, the raiding camp special province improvement. Then should be able to pillage all this stuff pretty fast. Yeah, he backed off. Okay, good. I kind of thought about trying to do a follow-up attack there on those 2 armies, but it wasn't. I didn't think it was worth the risk. We punched him hard enough. Okay, another cataclysm. Everything's a mess. The world is falling apart. I'm sure it'll be fine. I do not know when I started recording today, but I need to not go too long. I was out very late last night, actually visiting Virgil from my last series. We went out and they live a couple hours away, so went and saw him and his wife and his kid. It was a good time. A very adorable little kid. And then we ate a whole bunch of really good food, and I feel stuffed and nasty this morning, and it's great. Alright, not seeing any signs of enemy movement, but I also don't have much vision range, so it doesn't really tell me much. But once I get my city up here, I'm going to have a lot more options. All right, now we're talking. And those guys didn't go far, did they? I would love to find Alfred's capital. It's got to be out here in the west somewhere. I mean, this city's already at pop 15, so... yeah. All right, so what I'm thinking here is build the... I already know that I want this tile, because I know I'm going to want to build that particular special province improvement on it. And I'm pretty sure I can do that immediately. Let's go ahead and take a mine there, I think. Yeah, let's take a mine just because they're harder to get. Well, actually, it doesn't matter because I'm going to be replacing it immediately. So, because I'm pretty sure because I've already built this. Yeah, war camp, 0 turns. So let's just do that because I already know that's what that's going to be. And I want to get the Pyre Shrine up ASAP. That's like the next most important thing. Alfred's still got... oh no, it's enemy city-state army heading up to fight me. That's fine. The other thing that I need to do is stretch back towards some of the other stuff that I was trying to finish off, and I also need to get the Eternal Bedchambers over there. So I know I'm going to want this tile. We'll take a quarry there, I guess. I can't quite get the city ruins, but I could go here. That's 2, 3... I'm not sure if I can reach all the way down. Let's take a farm there. Take the Eternal Bedchamber. I know I want that. If I'm going to build the Pyre Shrine, I don't think that can be boosted. So I probably just want that somewhere where I can easily defend it. I'm thinking here, probably for the Pyre Shrine. It gives 15 gold, plus 5 draft per adjacent forester. Somewhere with a lot of forests around would be useful. I mean, they could put a forester there. They could get 2. I probably should have made more foresters, huh? I kind of like the idea of having it here. So what I'll do is I might turn this into a forester. I want the Pyre Shrine to be close. I don't want it to be far away just for the sake of adjacency bonuses. I can switch these to foresters pretty quickly. So let's just do a farm there and make that a Pyre Shrine. And then I can get 1, 2, 3 foresters pretty easily all right next to it. I'm going to go ahead and switch this to a forester. Same thing with this one. And then I can also grab one there. How many more provinces do I have? 5 out of 18. I've got plenty. Okay. Let's take a quarry here. Let's take a... I don't think I can quite reach that. I do want a mine here. Still working on that gold. I do intend to go back and get that eventually. I can take another mine here. And I can reach this. Okay, good. Let's take a research post on that. Or actually, no, we never did get the monolith, which does require a conduit. It's not really needed right now, though. To be honest, do want to go back to that comment I got from, what was the name? I'm terrible. Feelgore. Who I think, oh, actually, no, maybe it wasn't him. This might be, oh, I missed one. I missed one from Jimbro. I knew somebody reminded me to get the blacksmith. That was from Jimbro. To get the blacksmith and work towards, I added work towards the military-focused guild. Because that's going to give more starting ranks to my units, which is useful. I do probably need to make that a priority. The Pyre Shrine, of course, comes first, but Blacksmith is going to be right after that. So whatever boosts the Blacksmith, which leads to the Armory. The Armory is boosted by 3 quarries, which unlocks the Smith's Guild. That's what I'm after, which is boosted by 4 quarries. So I need lots of quarries. Keeps things simple. All right, let's go ahead and take a, you know what, we'll take a research post here, a conduit out here. Because oh hey, that gave me closer to magic. Okay, that was completely by accident. More city stability. I can get 33 more mana per turn, I can get 16 more knowledge per turn, or I can just get 26 gold per turn for a little while. Which do I need the most of? My gold's doing pretty good. I'm at 6,000. Let's just take the research. I just feel like I'm doing really good with research this game. Let's just keep that going. And then I can kind of spread to wherever I want otherwise. I just want to make sure I get enough quarries. I'm going to lose one. So let's take a quarry out here. Let's take a quarry out. It could be a forester. Take a quarry here. Sure, why not? What about this? What's up here? Ruined Arcanium ore. Okay, I might want to... I'm going to spend some mana so that I can start harvesting that. I don't think I'm the one who ruined that, am I? Or did that just start ruined? Because I think I'm the only... nomad in this game. Where's my magic materials? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Here we go. I don't have Arcanium ore yet, so yeah, I'm gonna spend the money so that I can renew that and then over harvest it again. Nice. Okay. What else? What else can I do? We got city ruins over there. That's not important. I might grab a farm here. Do want to keep the growth up, although most of it's going to come from pillaging stuff. Let's see, I'm at 14 out of 18. I get 4 more. Probably want this, but there's dudes on it. I need to clear them off. But then I can start over harvesting that. Can I have my good armies deal with this instead of the weak softies? Yeah, I got enough movement to get down there. Might not be able to start pillaging quite on this turn, but I kind of want the A team here on this. I don't care if you guys are in, just we need that ritualist healer there. If these guys weren't exactly on the center tile, this wouldn't be a problem, but they are. So we'll do a safe battle. We'll let them cast spells. Okay, Mantle of Fortune. I don't think that item's particularly useful for anybody. I'm gonna take, let's see, probably another quarry. Or we could take a mine. The mines are always useful. Anything that generates more gold. Quarries will help me build things faster, though. And I'm actually pretty close to making the Pyre Shrine in 2 turns here. Although that node there alone will give me enough, I think. Let's just build a mine, because they're rarer. I got 3 more spaces. Is there any quests, any other quests that I have to build things? Not really? Okay. It's all related to the Faded Region stuff. If I'm gonna be here for a minute, it might be worth replanting another node and then over-harvesting again. That's maybe what I want to think about. Like, wait, why is this a tile that I can build a... What about this tile? Oh, it's the rainbow clover there. I didn't see it. Yeah, so like, do I want to get another rainbow clover? I mean, yeah, I guess. What am I doing on stuff here? You know what? Let's get another research post. Why not? And then maybe even pick up an iron deposit. Okay, it'd be more production. I'm just kind of looking for a sink for a little extra mana here. I think this one, probably worth doing. Yeah, if I'm going to be here for a little while, let's grab that again. I don't really think the mana ones are as worth it. Because I'm like spending mana to make mana in the long term. Not as big of a deal. To be fair, I don't think actually this is as big of a deal either, though, because, yeah, I don't know if that was really worth it, because it's just getting me food, and I grow way faster from just pillaging stuff anyway, but it is what it is. The Arcanium ore, that's definitely worth it for me. So what else can I grab? I got 2 more. And I might want to save 1 for taking territory, maybe even save 2 for taking territory from my enemies. I've got basically everything that I need right now. So let's save a couple for taking stuff from the enemy, because I'm going to be doing that here pretty soon. I'm not sure if I really need to, because when I pillage the province, I get a big boost of food, but it's taking a long time for my city to grow, so I'm not sure how helpful that food actually is. I guess we could take a forester here just to give this another adjacency when it's done. Yeah, I'll just take 1 for now. I'll save myself 1 so that I have a little flexibility. Plus I can always, oh wait, no, there's no reason to do that because I can disconnect things whenever I need to. It only takes 1 turn to disconnect, so I may as well fill everything in. Is there anything on this tile that's any nodes? That's particularly what I'm looking out for is any resource nodes. And I don't think I've missed any. I'm getting everything that I was working on before moving. I probably actually want to save... You know what? I'll save 1 for that city ruins spot, because that's a very central area that I can use to ride through, path around, and get to other places quickly. I think this would be a useful one, because there's kind of a gap there. So we'll save it for that. Then the next question I have is, can I pillage something on this turn or take out an enemy army? Genghis can't quite help with that, but some of my armies, other armies, should be able to. Yeah, if I move them there, they can get involved, and then I could pull one of my other armies from this area. We can outnumber them and kill them. I think that's probably worth doing, just to clear units out. Genghis can't really participate, but that's okay. We can get him back to where he's at least in range of other friendlies, and then he can heal up. How about you guys? Yeah, you're pretty beat up. I do want those paladins to keep giving XP, and they can kind of heal themselves and heal each other as they go, so what I'm probably going to do is have them move to here. Yeah, I think this is what I'll do. I'll have you guys move up to here so you can get involved in this but still move back into friendly territory. Then we'll pull 1 healthy unit from this army, probably the horse archer, I think. Yeah, take you. Go there, and then these guys have enough movement to go out and come back. They're -1 guy right now, and I don't think I can give them one that can move all the way out there and still get back into friendly territory, so we'll just do without. The scout's not going to be of any use. He's just going to die if I send him out here, so we'll just have these guys attack. This is enough. Should be enough. We'll do the auto and hopefully get away with this before Alfred's extras get away. We can't be having our heroes dying. That's why I hate fighting Alfred, man. I just feel like I gotta do these all manually and his units are tanky. I just like this guy to be out of the picture. He can't even cast spells right now. Maybe my spells all just backfired. Maybe that's what happened. Alright, we want to lure that knight down the center here. We'll let a shield unit eat it. These guys have a ton of health because they're exalted rank, so he can't really do much damage to them. And then I just want you guys to heal yourselves. In fact, do I have a hero? Okay, yeah, I got a hero that can heal all these guys. I know he could hit the raider, but I'm okay with that. Actually, no, I'm not. Go back to here. I want to get more units in like a circle around here, so that I can trigger a good regen on a bunch of them. I can't really do that. Alright, this is fine. Can't quite get everybody in here that I wanted to, but it's close enough. Oh, you're not the ritualist. You're the paladin. Never mind. Okay, well, nobody gets heals, and now we're just gonna have to hope they all charge down the middle. Yeah, my ritualist is not in this fight. Okay, we're good with having him go after just that one guy over there. I do want you definitely more... Oh, there's my ritualists. They're way down there. Okay. Thought I had them in here. We're just far away from where I want them to be. Basically as far as possible. Ooh, I could get a pretty nasty hit on those guys over there. And maybe I could make it a crit. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Chain incinerate. Yeah, I need to move two or three spaces. If I move 3 spaces, I can get. I think they should trigger momentum. But maybe not if they move into slowing. Does actually momentum care about that? Yep, I do still get momentum. Okay, let's just drop a big ol'... Oh wait, hang on. We want to move other friendlies in the area to trigger overwhelm tactics. I'm not sure if that would count on the magma spirit though, because he's not actually a race unit. No. Oh well, this is good enough. Champion incinerate. If I had my scald, I would definitely buff him. That's still pretty good there. That's a lot of burning that they have to deal with now. I still would like you to try to heal that group if I can get you over there. These guys are all kind of just tanking up. Alright, I think I've got a plan. We'll engage them in the middle. This takes away that knight's ability to do a charge the way that I think he would want to. So I'm just perfectly fine with clogging up the middle here and then using my archers to kind of pick them off. The lieutenant can move up here. I can even sunder that knight's defense just fine. You can just guard. That's fine. I can pull my friendlies up. Start doing a little bit of damage. Yeah, I'd rather have them in a more forward position. Okay, this gives you plenty of free movement to get through here. And I want you to drop a heal right there. There we go. Then I can send these guys all around on the flank. And you could go up on top of that rock. That would be a great place for you. I'll probably have you come up here in the center. In case we need some healing, you can stand on those lucky clovers or whatever they are. And then you can back up your friends from here. Even throw a fireball or something. I have kind of abandoned this army over here, haven't I? Why don't you guys get back over there and help out? Okay. Looks pretty good. Maybe left these guys down here a little bit vulnerable. But I think I'm going to be fine. Oh, they stunned my magma guy. I might have to use a spell to remove that. Whoa. What is the camera doing? I'm surprised. Oh, okay. Never mind. For a moment, I thought that monk was a hunter spider because I saw it jump, and I was like, I'm surprised it didn't use its AoE there, but... No, we're good. Alright, if I can clear this guy out using other units, I could probably get a pretty good hit in with my archer. Actually, I think the better thing is to clear him out using my archer and then go charge the longbow with all the melee. I think that's a much better option. So I just need to figure out where I have a good chance to hit these guys from. I think I can figure that out by moving this guy up and then checking this out. Okay, so my best is going to be at 50%. I'll just use this now. There we go. That opens up the route for everyone. I'm going to actually use sprint here so more people can surround that longbow, and I can get all the way behind it. I can bother this guy while everybody else goes after the longbow. Now, who do they have the most of in terms of unit type? Multiple militia. It's probably what I want to dispel. That would get, yeah, if I could dispel, or not dispel, but debuff these guys, yeah. That's going to also help out that group down there, so that's definitely worth it. And then you can just come up and just fight people. Just be a menace. That's all we really need. I can now lay into these guys pretty hard. I could even try to polymorph the knight so that he takes even less hits to kill. But I can kill him pretty easily as it is. I think I might actually rather polymorph the monk just to prevent him from stunning stuff. Polymorph has a range of 4? Okay, let's do that. Mostly because I think it'd be funny, and I have a higher chance of that succeeding. Okay, the monk became a bird and is now far more vulnerable to damage. And I'm just going to have these guys clear the knight out. Actually, maybe I should have had them clear the pike out. I think that guy got stunned. I can clear that. Yeah. Let's clear that off. Wait, what's this one? That doesn't take out negative status effects. So yeah, I want to clear that. Give you fortune, and then you can smoke those guys. There we go. Very good. Okay. I believe everyone there has now acted. That army is totally pinned. They're dead. So it's just this group over here that I'm kind of didn't really think things through very well with. This guy's got a lot of debuffs. He's got a hex pact on him, that's the problem. Do I want to do that and clear all that off, or do I want to unstun the elemental? I think I want to unstun the elemental. I want to get these pikes out of my way. Yeah, I'm going to do that. If you attack him, you're not going to kill him, okay. Okay, well, I traded stun for immobilized, but that's fine. Ooh, keen-sighted. Okay, I have a 20% crit chance. If I use or focus aim, I could maybe kill him. But it's only a 20% chance. I'm not sure if that's worth it. I think I might be better off just burning my way through these guys, but that is very tempting. Let's just burn through these guys. And these guys I could switch to doing their, actually, they could just do a charge attack and straight up kill him. Okay, he can sprint. I could maybe get him all the way through to the archers and the skirmishers. Oh wait, that's second wind, not sprint. Okay. Similar icon, different thing. This guy can sprint, though. Yes, that's what we want to do. I want to hit the archers or the skirmishers? Probably the skirmishers, because they can move away from me. Oh, never mind. Wait. Why did it say... Hang on. Okay, I moved over 3 spaces, so it's like adding more damage if I move up there and then come back. I'm not really sure why this works, but it works. So I'm gonna take that. And you can move up here, soften him up. Nice. Need to make sure those longbows can't kill me. I should be good. Just get him out of the way. Okay, we are good. All right. Surprised they're not routing. Like, if I'm these 3 guys here, I'm sweating a little bit at this point. May as well just surround and horde them to death. Probably makes the most sense to attack with any units that are closer to the enemy, because then all these dudes on horseback can come running back this way. Especially you, in particular, because you can reach to charge. And then you can actually teleport. What I could do is move you 3 spaces and then port you to, like, here. And you still have terrible odds to hit. That is something that it is becoming a problem. Is it just Alfred's units? Do they have, like... They don't have decisive tactics or anything. Why are they so hard to hit? Defensive tactics obscured by obstacle. What obstacle is obscuring them? They're not... I don't understand why they're obscured by an obstacle. That's not... It's lucky sunflowers, but... These guys are just standing... Yeah, they're just standing out in the grass. I don't understand what obstacle is obscuring these guys. That's why I'm confused. Because I'm getting a 40% penalty for that. What... If anyone knows what is obscuring them, please let me know, because I have no clue. Absolutely no idea. Like, these guys have no problem hitting them from there. Why don't you go here and use your double attack? There we go. Put you into wind stance, I move. This guy up here, we get a charge. And obviously we're going to just finish them off, because why not? Okay. Looking good. Man, my armies have been busy. Arcfire Sphere. Ooh, a tier 3 orb. Is that worth it on any of these people? Like, that would take away my ability to do defense mode, which is kind of how I've been using these guys. It would really be something only for the cleric or the paladin. Paladin who has a tier 1 staff that can inflict burning. So I don't know if I want to take them off of their ability to do like the warding defense mode, because I've been using them for that to help protect against status effects, and don't really need them for high damage output. But I'm thinking maybe the Paladin could really benefit from that, because that can do Sundered Resistance, and it can do... Oh, it also gives me Frenzy. Oh, that's nice. The Paladin's probably a little better setup for damage output. But I did go the Cleric path, so I probably want to make sure that doesn't interfere with that. Where's... Wait, hang on. I lost her. There you go. This is a Cleric's favor. So I just get favor at the end of my turn, not per attack. So it's a little less useful to have a repeating attack on a cleric, but that doesn't make it bad. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to switch that Paladin to doing more damage output. I think that's a pretty good orb. I like the Frenzy. And she's going to get, even if she's a cleric, I'm still not losing anything by doing this. I'm going to get that +1 fervor at the end of my turn regardless, so... And if eventually I can still work my way down to get Defensive Master, which will put me in defense mode, and then I'll get plenty of fervor from combining that with Fervorous Disciple, which is where I'm going to end up going with her next. So I think, yeah, let's give her some more damage output. This is a pretty good sphere. That's a pretty good weapon, and it gives me like a battle mage that I kind of don't otherwise have. So I think that's useful. Is there anything that I have that increases magic damage output? Mantle of Hexing, the Amplifying Robe. You know what? Let's do that. We'll give you an Amplifying Robe. Beef up your damage output a bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. And we'll give you a mount, probably the flying one. Okay. We'll switch her up a little bit. Make a battle mage out of it. Kinda. Okay, all my stuff's kind of a mess of just people scattered everywhere. Can't quite get them back into friendly territory, unfortunately. We're close, but not quite there. I think what I'm gonna do is, move you guys back, but leave you out of the wall, along with Genghis and this group. Pull you guys as far as you can go, and then add, I guess you'll heal actually a little less out there, but that's okay. I just needed to get him into somebody else's army, and then I can pull you guys forward. May as well have this guy chill in the city for a turn, along with the scout. The scout's actually, he can't move this turn. Okay, you chill there, heal. You move up with this boar group, and then we can start pillaging on the next turn. Just had we were a little bit too busy on that turn to get much done in terms of pillaging. So you move there, you move there. Actually, no, let's be greedy. We can go get that Clawmark Cave. At least get started on it. I'm gonna want that for sure. Okay. And also want to remember to give my Whispering Stone back into that city. I need to do that every time I move. I'm surprised I remembered that, to be honest. And that's probably not worth repairing, that mine. I don't know. Do I think I can get 5 turns out of it before something else pillages it? Probably not. It's actually in the domain of an enemy city. We're just going to leave that outpost down there. Maybe I can turn it into a teleporter later. It's draining 10 gold per turn from my economy, but it's fine. Item for hurry production for units, 25% cheaper. Okay, good. On the next turn, I'm probably going to... You know what, do I want to just hurry the Pyre Shrine now? Just pay for the whole dang thing, 500 gold? Then I can start building units immediately. I think that's probably worth it. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. Hurry the production of the Pyre Shrine. I've got tons of extra gold laying around, so let's just get that done. And then I can go straight from that and start working towards, I want the steel, or I want the blacksmith and that whole line of upgrades all the way to the guild. Because that's going to give my units more levels. But the important thing is I have the Pyre Shrine, so now any units that I make here get faithful. So we're just going to go back into making our tier 3s. Paladins, champions, all that good stuff. And once I start pillaging things, I can make them much faster. I'm also probably going to hurry production for all these blacksmith upgrades to try to get to the... I want to try to get to the smithing guild or whatever it is as fast as possible. Because that's just more starting levels on all my units. Okay, warrior leveled up again. I think we're going to go a fairly basic path with this guy. Down center to damage and just go for killing momentum. That's my normal route that I go with charge attack based warriors, is right kind of down this line. You pick up cleaving sweep, you get the 2 damage bonuses, unyielding. Then I normally like war seeker and killing momentum, so that's the path for this guy. He's just here to hit stuff really hard. Okay, we got a couple more heroes. You know what that means. We're just going to move them into the crypt. That's all we're doing. And this should be giving me a little bit more mana and research per turn. You can see 563 and 436 mana. 563 and 436 mana. Why is that not counting? I have this in my territory, don't I? Eternal Bed Chambers. It didn't look like that changed it. Maybe it just doesn't update until in between turns. That should have changed it, but I don't know. Lots of remains collected. Wonder where those came from. And more city-states at war with me. Another cataclysm. I'm not really going to worry about that. And then we can see... Oh, we can see into Ridgekeep here. He's got some more. We've got to have Alfred fairly whittled down. I think I'm going to pillage a lot around here, though. Now that I have that Pyre Shrine, I really want to amplify the size of my army. I want to upscale here quite a bit so that we can be pillaging multiple things at once. Maybe even going after multiple cities at once without having to worry about being spread too thin. And oh yeah, and I was going to wait until that city ruins is done before annexing anything else. Okay, let's end the turn there and see what they can muster to throw at us. But I got a feeling that from this new position with our capital, we could do a lot of damage. May want to consider if there's any other nodes that I should refresh while I'm here. I really want to go clear that one off, but it's just so far out of the way. It's just not convenient. You know, in retrospect, I didn't actually need to hurry the Pyre Shrine on that turn because I'm not going to finish production of any units on this turn, but I guess it does give me a sink for some of my extra gold and help me get towards the smithing upgrades faster, so it's okay. I've got over 5,000 gold. I'm wondering if at some point that's going to drop off, like, dramatically, but I kind of feel like, if anything, it's going to get better as the game progresses when I get those late game Chaos Affinity perks from the tree. Alright, we got Teal coming in. Everyone's favorite electric dragon. This guy shows up in a lot of my games. In particular, my buddy Jake, who I've played with back in the Age of Wonders 3 days. He and I still play sometimes, and poor Jake is my friend Jake is haunted by this dragon. He's in every single one of our games, and he always seems to go after Jake. This guy in particular. For me, it's Nikareth over here. She keeps showing up in my games. And oddly enough, this guy is the one who haunts my brother, Flammic Fireheart. He's the one who haunts Adam, who played with me in a fairly recent game. So all of our inner demons are here, I guess. Clawmark Cave works a little differently, because that's not actually a pillage, necessarily. These guys... Okay, I'm not really sure what their plan was here, but it wasn't a good one, because they are going to get smoked. I do need healing, though, like, kind of badly. I've got a lot of really beat-up units. I think what I want to do here is... do I have stone walls in this city yet? Or the equivalent of stone walls? I'm not sure that these cities actually get stone walls. I can afford... Okay, I can afford to pick this up, and I think I'm going to. We're a little low on farms, so I may as well do that. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do that. I'm trying to think of provinces that I can disconnect without any real consequences. Like this one I probably don't need with the cave entrance. Because I do think I want this one here, but yeah, you know what? I'm going to take this one for now. I don't need any others, but I am going to start pillaging and adding more. So I'm going to need to disconnect things as I go. Alright, I gotta think about who's going with who and where here. I really want to get more XP on those Paladins. I've got pretty good Exalted rank units with some lower tier units that I started the game with, like tier 2s and stuff, but I want to start working in my tier 3s. Like this guy here, he could go chill in the city and get passive XP gains, that's fine, but I don't need him in the main armies that are running around. I think it's worth it in this moment as I'm like continuing to build some new guys. Oh, I did get this guy on this turn. Where did I get that draft from? I'm not sure where that surplus of draft came from, but he should have faithful. Yeah, he does. So all my new units, I wish there was a way to somehow retroactively apply that to units you had already made, because I don't like the feeling of being like, oh, I gotta wait until I build this specific building before making the bulk of my army. I kind of feel like I wish there was some sort of a spell or something that you could cast to like retroactively apply that bonus to existing units. It just feels a little weird to have some units that have it and some that don't. But, alright. That being said, I digress. Let's, I think, reevaluate how our army composition is set up here. I think it's probably fine to split off, and we can make a good fourth stack here, having another hero leading it. In fact, this guy's already set up to do that, and so is she. So yeah, they've all got those army leader buffs. Let's make use of them. Move this guy forward. We are going to go out after these guys, and I'm going to try to pillage some things as I go. So move him out. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to move you. Okay, that's fine. You can have one other charge attack guy with you. In fact, why don't you just take all of these guys with you? We'll give you a new army. I want to send you back. You're beat up. We'll send new guy out with you. And you're going to be the one to attack, so let's just kind of split up that way. You go out there. You go here. I know I have 2 paladins here. Let's split them up between those 2 armies. So we have a few extras. What else could you use? You could use... I want a horse archer with each army. They are doing quite a bit of my damage output, so let's add you in there. How's Genghis's army looking? You've got the Scald and your own Paladin, so you're good. And I do want to keep that Dust Weaver around. I might take the Scald and put it with that guy. Yeah, he's got a lot of heavy-hitting units that I think the Scald could benefit, so we'll put you up there. Your army actually looks pretty okay, minus I think I'm ready to switch you out with a Paladin when I get the opportunity, but I don't really have an extra one now, so I guess you're fine. The most important thing right now is that your units are healthy. Yeah. So the boar I kind of don't really need on the front lines anymore. I'd rather be giving XP to my own... Well, he is a tier 3 charge unit. Now, he's earned his place. He can stick around for now. So who are you missing? You got a shield, a charge, an archer. You know what? I think this army looks okay. I think they look okay the way they are. We'll leave the lieutenant with them. I might drop the wounded shield. And we'll add the boar, I think. Or a healthy shield. Yeah, like you. You're in a bit better shape, so we'll add you. The boar I'm going to put with this army. Like I said, the boar has earned his place. And do you have a lieutenant? No, you don't. Let's mix in the lieutenants. Okay, your army looks good then. And your army looks pretty good. You've got a lieutenant, you've got a shock unit. These guys are all kind of a little beat up. Actually, you move back to the city for passive XP gain. I want that one out front and you guys to also move back. Kind of just reorganizing everybody here. There we go. There we go. And then Genghis's army, like I was saying earlier, I think they look pretty good. I can probably add one more movement in that's got fast movement speed. Genghis' army actually may be one of the weaker ones here. I am building a Paladin though, so I'll be able to move some, shuffle some other units around. I could. Do I have any tier 2s mixed in here? No, these are all tier 1s. This is all my early game tier 1 spam. Well, if we're gonna have early game tier 1 spam, take a good early game tier 1 spam. This guy here is already exalted rank, so we can keep running those ranks up. And then I will have all of these guys, just for now, chilling in that city. We are going to give them jobs to do here pretty soon, but for the moment, these 4 out here are going to be my main fighting stacks. Eventually, I'll split 3 and 3, but for now, while I'm kind of building up, we'll get more. But we are at a position now where I should be building units pretty quickly. Like that Paladin's gonna take 1 turn to do almost the whole Paladin. So, and I'm gonna get more draft as I pillage things. I do just want, at least for the moment though, to focus on this fight. So let's move Genghis up just a bit. Actually, I might need Genghis here. That's the province center, right? I think I'm gonna want to take that. Can anyone else reach it? You could. You know what? We don't need Genghis in this fight. We'll be fine. This is a low-risk battle. Everything's fine. Hey, wait. Actually, do you have enough movement to backpedal and get to where Genghis is? I'm not sure. One of those units is a little slow. I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay. The way I have all these units out here, they can kind of spread out and cover more area and still back each other up. So I'm going to do this, that group. Okay, we did fine enough. I just don't really feel like doing this battle manually. I took, I think, more damage than I needed to. That looked like a pretty good item for this guy. Padded chestplate. Yeah, I like that. That's a good item. Okay, now I want to make sure everyone can move to support each other. Unfortunately, this guy can't quite get back into friendly territory, so that sucks, but we'll get him next turn. For now, move here. Genghis, you move there. And we need to do some good old-fashioned pillaging. Like the good old days. Yeah, I got a couple units that are pretty freaking beat up. Yeah, so even though I do have the... Oh wait, no, the war camp isn't touching this province, so I'm not really sure if I can do one in 1 turn, because I have the war camp, which reduces the amount of time it takes to pillage a friendly province. Wait, to pillage an... Hang on. The units in this and adjacent provinces regenerate. Doesn't the war camp also make it so nearby... Did I build the wrong thing? I thought the war camp made it so nearby provinces take 1 less turn to raise. Hang on. Is that different now? Did that get changed? Because there was a patch update between the last time I played and now. Province, war camp. Yeah, that's just for regeneration now. I could swear that shaved a turn off province time. Maybe they took that away. Maybe it did pair with this. Or this. Nope, not that one. This one. Yeah, maybe it did pair with skill raiders. Maybe they did stack and people were just insta-pillaging provinces. Maybe that was considered overpowered. If they did stack, I don't know. I was going to try it, but I guess I didn't get the chance. So, well, we can pillage things in 1 turn, so it's fine. You guys, yeah, you all just need to chill and heal for a bit. You'd actually heal faster in the war camp, but I don't want to send you outside the walls when you don't have a lot of backup, so... let's do that. And ignore the mine. We can summon a vigil and get another battle mage in the mix. I may as well do that now. Let me get all this crap off the screen. Hang on. I may as well do that now. And even if it's just sitting in my city, that's fine because it's going to be getting XP. So I might get a couple of these guys because, you know, historical accuracy to the Mongols and all. We're all about being educational here. As they did use many floating eyeball machines with wings. So yeah, I'll get another one. I think it might be useful to have just a couple battle mages floating around. They don't benefit from all the Mongol or all the ascetic transformation stuff that I have, or transformation ascetics, I should say. But they do get any enchantments that I come across, so I could still use those. Okay. Got another guy who... I'm still not really sure why this isn't increasing income, but it should. I'm wondering if that's calculating between turns. It should be. I mean, it should calculate the change immediately. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, it does indicate that my crypt total... Yeah, maybe this is a better place to look at the difference. Next time I capture one, I think that should be going up by 2 every time. If I actually built the upgrade for the Wizard Tower crypts, I would get even more mana out of it. 2 times 7. Heck, yeah, that's actually like... Jeez, that's like another 34 mana per turn. 30... I think I'm doing the math right on that. Yeah, I think that's 34 mana per turn. It's another thing worth great. There's so many things that my capital can build that would be incredibly helpful. Just seems like an endless string of buildings. Oh, what do we got back here? We got some people sneaking up on us, I see. They can't actually reach me on this turn, which is maybe good because I have some pretty severe injuries in my stacks that I need to deal with. But as long as we're pillaging, that's what's important. At this point, I'm just sort of reaching a stage of the game where I just need to pillage faster. Oh, and because I picked up Tome of Cleansing Flame, that should shave off a little bit more time towards some of the late game Chaos Affinity perks that I want to unlock. All right, what are you gonna do? We're not quite on your turn yet. We're still with Alfred. He's just consolidating in Ridge Keep, getting ready to defend it. You, I expect to run away. Yeah, get out of here, scrubs. I'm sure they'll be back. And with backup. Now, here's a province I'd like to go grab. I just noticed that Archon blood there. That would be very nice. The question is, do I want to pillage Ridgekeep first? The answer is probably yes. I think the best way I maintain tempo in this game is to keep raising cities. But I don't know. I think from this particular spot, it might be better to just focus on pillaging and growing my city. Getting that food, getting that draft, the gold surpluses. Oh, I did forget to do one thing. Okay, I'm not really sure. Yeah, sure, whatever. I probably will ignore that. I did forget to dissociate a province so that I could annex one from the enemy. Oops. Okay, well, we'll do that on the next turn and get a bunch more units. I actually did just finish another Paladin here, so... let's keep it up with the Paladins and the... Oh, you know what? Let's grab one of these guys. I know Imperium's a little tight, but just getting, I think, maybe one of these guys in each of my armies could go a really long way. Yeah, let's keep working on the armory. Keep that draft income going. But I really want a Pyre Templar. They're very good. They're still stupidly good. And the earlier I build it, the more XP it's gonna crank out. So I don't really want this guy involved in this battle. I need him to heal. I think I actually really do want to go down after that Archon blood there. That would be very nice to have. And it adds to the kind of metals magic material collection. Ooh, I can get teleporters now. Not sure that I don't really need it at the moment, but yeah, we'll save the Imperium for now. But those are very good. What's my next research? Let's go ahead and pick this before doing anything else. Empowered strikes. That doesn't affect any current units. Pure Flame staves. That would affect my... You know what? That might actually be kind of nice for my... You know, it doesn't really do a whole lot, though, does it? I mean, it can condemn stuff, but I don't have Zeal on most of my units, so... Wait, is that... No, that's just... Never mind, that's just lower status resistance, too, so that's still useful. And create cleansing flames. Maybe less useful until I have more units with Faithful. Reveler's Heart doesn't do anything for me. It's just a race transformation. So I may as well take Pure Flame Staves here, just because it does something. Alright. What kind of a mess do we have here to clean up? If I move you in, it really wants to pull in this guy's army. I don't want him being pulled into this. Alright, we're probably just going to move him out of range. Maybe down by the war camp. I think I am going to go after that Archon blood. That's a little too good to pass up, so... Okay, he'll get a lot of health from there. And then one of my other units, yeah, this dude. This dude was really beat up. Let's swap him with the Paladin. Move him here for the moment. If I move her here, the Paladin has to expend less movement to join. You can come down this way. We fight them there. Easy victory, should be. Another shield unit terribly injured. I got a frenzying spear. Ooh, you know what? That's maybe a good item for my warrior. Except I started him down the charge tree. You know what? I know I had a defender in my list. 17 turns I'll be able to get him, and then I'll give him that spear. The warrior's already kind of down the charge tree path, and he already has a tier 3 axe, so it's not like he's not doing anything with it. But yeah, this is going to be... I like that. That's really nice. I could give that to the polearm, the defender, when I have the chance to get him. Alright, well, I kind of want you to heal as much as possible, so I may not move you much further than this. And I need to swap out... I've got a very injured unit here that needs to swap out and have somebody else swap in with them. I'm thinking about pulling that Vigil along that I just summoned. But he would need to be in a different army than that one. They've already got that Battle Mage, so maybe I drop... What do you not have? You don't have a shock unit. Okay, so what I can do, Genghis can drop his shock unit, because I've already got a tier 3 shock with him. So they can go there, and Genghis can have the Vigil. Then you go here. I am moving a little slower with some of these guys, but I don't think... I want to make sure I can get to that center tile on the next turn, and I have cliffs that I need to get over, so I think we're okay to go here. Yeah, that should be fine. We're still in friendly territory. We're still healing plenty. This guy can get down to here. Oh, wait, actually the war camp affects adjacent provinces, too. This and adjacent provinces. So yeah, I'll still get plenty of healing from here. So we can basically move as far as we can. Just want to make sure Genghis gets his new floating mechanical eye buddy. There we go. Okay, so now we actually got some magic damage output, which is something I was lacking here. It looks like the game thinks the fastest way for you to get from A to B is going to be going right over that cliff. Can anyone else actually get onto the cliff this turn? No. Okay. Well, we'll just stack up here, I guess, because this also leaves me more flexibility to get back to friendly territory, to get back up north if something's needed up there. You can get to the spot there. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. A little too far away to be of help, but that's all right. Why not end your turn on that mountain there just because you can? It's that much harder for something else to hit me. Okay. This looks pretty good. I'll just have my armies chill here for a bit. And we'll continue to make units in my capital. And eventually they will all be able to help fight once I get more armies spread out. We got more people showing up. I'm thinking the stuff that's in my city can handle little invading armies like this. Should be able to handle them fine. So I'm not worried about that. Probably do want to grab that quest if I get the chance. I got Pyre Templars, so we're good there. Got the blacksmith on the way. I'm not gonna hurry that yet because I'm about to spend a lot of gold. I might hurry it on the next turn. I wish that would stop reminding me. Yes, I know the mine out there is pillaged. No, I don't want to get rid of the outpost completely. It's at least a potential distraction for the enemies. Polymorph, okay, so I can get support abilities, grant status resistance, or grant more regeneration. I think here I want the status resistance. I don't have the easiest time clearing status effects with this build. I have a little easier time healing because of the paladins. So I think fortifying support makes slightly more sense for me. We'll take it. And we're good there. Let's look at all the places my domain has been invaded. Yeah, that's fine. I might actually... You know what? I'm going to... Ruined Rainbow Clover. Okay, there's an... Wait, I thought I... Oh, did I just finish? Maybe I just finished over-harvesting that. Do I have 2? Or was that my first one? Was I already in the process of over-harvesting that and then I just finished it? Because it's ruined now. Unless maybe the Astral Storm ruins resource nodes. Well, in any case, that's less useful for me now, so I'm going to reabsorb that province as well. This gets me 2. And helps... Yeah, because I'm going to want to use 1 on the Archon Blood over here, so we'll do that. Yeah, maybe the Astral Barons, the Cataclysm thing, I'm thinking that might mark for the next Cataclysm. Cataclysm is triggered. All provinces that were marked are struck. If structure is present in the center of the province is destroyed or pillaged, a fleeting fractured infestation, the province is no longer marked. It doesn't say anything about... It says the structure would be pillaged. It doesn't say anything about resource nodes. And I'm pretty sure that research post is still not pillaged. So maybe that's supposed to say resource node? I'm not really sure. Actually, this is just spreading. The Cataclysm hit here, I think, because that's where the infestation is, and then it just spread. I don't really know why that Rainbow Clover's gone. Yeah, my only thinking is that I had already counted down some of the turns. No, because I redid it. Like, I renewed it. So it should have been at 10. I don't know. I don't know why that's gone, but whatever. I'm sure people know and will clarify for me, because I seem to be in a constant state of confusion. It's this Cataclysm thing, man. This is throwing me off. It's mostly the spell backfiring, but now I've got more terrain around me that's getting impacted by it. It's a good thing my city is able to retain essences and stuff like that. Those are just always with my city, because I got a feeling that if this game goes on long enough, the whole world's going to be just in a total state of ruin. Which kind of works in my favor, I guess. I don't know. It's an interesting mechanic. I don't think it's one I'll play with very often, but for this game, it's been kind of interesting. And I think the nomads are a little bit better at working around it, or really other people would be if they can terraform. This thing does seem to generate mountains, unless these mountains were already there. I'm not totally sure, but if you had the ability to flatten mountains, that might also be useful. Oh, you're back. Okay. I mean, we can do this if you want to redirect my attention that way. Oh, Clawmark Cave, I think I'll get on the next turn, too, so I can just annex that with the extra province that I am disconnecting from this side of things. Yeah, I feel like I need to turn around and kill his units while they're vulnerable. As much as I really want to go after this, I don't think it's wise to send one army to do it. Actually, wait, I could do that. Just get a random throwaway unit, even like a scout. Yeah, I could do that with a scout. I don't need a full army to do that, because it only takes one turn to pillage. So unless they can react in one turn, they lose the province, and at worst, I lose a scout. Yeah, I got a job for you, buddy. Okay, well, I definitely have a job for you. Heck yeah, we got one. This is the beginning of the end for the enemy here, I think. Alright. Now, I do have to remember, each of those costs 3 Imperium upkeep, so I only want to make probably 1 per army. I don't want to go like crazy with them, because there's going to be other late game units I want too, and I really need savings for this stuff towards the end. Now, I think now I will hurry production on this, because that's going to give me more draft to make more Pyre Templars, and just generally other units more quickly. I want to make the Smith's Guild. Let's get that done. Yes, that is what I want. Absolutely. And then probably got to go back to the Wizard's Tower unless I split to go get the crypts, so I have a little extra mana. Thing is, I don't really need the mana right now. Okay, well, anyway, where's my scout? Because they can actually even move further, too. So I think oh, he can make it all the way there. Yeah, dude, go, go, go. That's what I want you to do. Heck yeah. Okay, hopefully I can get away with that. I might actually make a couple more scouts just for harassing, pillaging provinces and stuff. And then what I want to do here... Oh, but I have to have a unit standing on that? Okay, wait, I can do that easily enough. I've got plenty of people here, plenty of extras. Why don't you go just stand on that? And then I think 18 out of 18. Oh, come on, you jerks. They took both the provinces I was trying to disconnect and then attacked them and pillaged them. That's just annoying, guys. I don't have a whole lot of others that I can disconnect, really. I mean, I could disconnect that one. I could disconnect this one, because I can't do anything about that gold mine anyway, so reabsorb that. And I can reabsorb this one. That's also a valid move. I could reabsorb that one. That's a quarry, though. I am getting... That's a mine. This is a farm. I need the quarries right now, so reabsorb that farm for now. And I might actually need to reabsorb one more thing, because I'm going to want the Archon Blood too. I want to get this, I want to get the Archon Blood, and I want to get the Clawmark Cave. That'll give me another quarry if I get Clawmark Cave, so can I reabsorb the Forester? Or I need this whole tile. Yeah, I need that whole one, because that connects to something I'm trying to go after. Is there anything over here I don't need? No, I need the mana. My borders are just too big. This one I could get rid of. Yeah, I could get rid of that one. They won't move to it on this turn, and I'm not really using it for anything. It's a quarry, but I'll get another quarry from Clawmark Cave. I think I'm good. So, yeah, we're just juggling provinces here. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, so... All right. Well, how about it, guys? What are we gonna do here? If I could even pillage one more and maybe annex 4 provinces here. Ooh. Okay. If I disconnect one more, hang on. I need to find a 4th one. Probably that forester. Probably this forester here, or not that one. This one here. It's kind of in the middle of all my stuff, so I don't really want to disconnect that one. Or I could disconnect this one. That leaves me more roads around. Yeah, I'll reabsorb that one. Okay, this is getting really weird. But my plan is to move up, attack this guy, then move here and pillage. And then absorb, 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 and just get 4 all in one turn. That'll fill out my Pyre Templars too. Which I need to figure out who he's going to replace as I swap units in and out of different armies. I've got a Paladin in each group, so healers are fairly spread out. I do want you to take another turn to recover, so your army's going to sit this one out. I think what I'll do is I'll swap the Pyre Templar for that Raider in her army. Yeah, okay, that's what we're going to do. You go here, and we'll move Pyre Templar down with you. In fact, actually, you go here. Pyre Templar goes with you. Yes. And then you sit this one out because you're still pretty beat up from previous fights. You go home for the moment. You guys move up here. I think I'll have you be the group to attack because you've got the most movement out in this direction available. This is going to be a fairly large battle, but I think my units are just better than theirs. What I might do is, if I have enough, I need to use Watchful Eye more, man. That's part of my problem. I keep forgetting to set aside. Okay, let's get one more Vigil. I'll summon it here, but I'm going to leave it over there for now. Dang it, I messed up my Imperium income again. Okay, maybe they're not worth summoning just because of that. You know what, I got a couple of them, that's good. Watchful Eye is one that I think I'd rather have handy. Enemy units in that province suffering marked would be really useful right now. I think my armies are fine though. We'll beat them up and be okay. And then I can still move on to that and keep most of my units in range of good healing here. So, low risk battle, will allow spells. These armies are apparently not as good of units because it's a fairly even match in terms of numbers, but it's a low-risk battle. So I think we'll be all right. Holy crap, we were not all right. What happened? Okay, well, we can't be having that. So I guess if you want something done right, here we go again. Maybe the choke points screwed me up. I'm not really sure. Isn't Big Dragon guy in this fight, or did he not get pulled in here? I don't think he got pulled in. Huh. I don't see him. I'm kind of surprised. I just sort of assumed the leader's stack would get pulled in on this, but maybe not. Well, if we can get through this fight without substantial losses, next turn is going to be great for us. So I'm going to try to make... Okay, now what's your thing? You've got an AoE, right? Purifying Blast? No, that's not it. No, he doesn't have an AoE. Okay, I haven't used these guys much before. They can blind stuff. They can remove positive status effects. Oh, so they do kind of have an AoE. Yeah, the damage spreads out, but it's not like it's lessened. Okay. But it still can lower or remove positive status effects. All right, the way I'm seeing this battle working here, they have a lot of units on this side that are all kind of charging left. I think we ignore these guys over here, focus on defending this hilltop. That seems to make more sense to me. That dragon can come in, do whatever he wants, that's fine. I think these guys have gotten some buffs. I think the young dragons are a little stronger than they used to be. So I'm going to keep an eye out on them. Yeah, you know what? Go there. You can go here. The dragon might go flying in and attacking that guy, but I'm okay with that if that's what they do. I do want Genghis. Oh wait, what's Champion of War? Oh, that's Genghis's ability, I think. Oh yeah, it was said right there. Yeah, okay. He's granting critical hit to adjacent friendly units. So if I put Genghis here, or if I put this thing here and Genghis here, he could give that Vigil a pretty high crit chance, which could then maybe apply to an AoE attack. I think that would be pretty good. I do want you over here and you over here. We're going to try to plug up this side, defend that hilltop. I want the archers up there for sure. So you guys go as far as you can. And probably you, yeah. They're more of a damage dealer now, so go up there and then probably defend. I know I'm going to take some hits from their battle mages, but I should be able to hit back a lot harder than they can hit me. Maybe leave a couple to plug up the middle and put pressure on the enemy from a different direction, I guess. That's fine. And then all these guys move back. Unfortunately, the Pyre Templars are not going to see a whole lot of action for the first portion of this fight. Alright, come at me. Nope, they are cowering. Just outside of my range. What about this? Can that hit? Okay. It's not the ideal opener here, but I'm thinking just hit those two and maybe try to trigger a charge. Because the best thing that can happen right now is that the enemy charges me. Does anyone have debuffs I want to remove? Why not? If we do that... Oh, there's the crit too. Okay. If I do that, then I can get the attention of those guys and hopefully trigger a charge down the middle. Yeah, okay, so what I want is I want this guy in front. And I want the shield unit directly behind him defending him. This thing, it does have a focus aim shot, so I'm going to leave him on those critical hit berries or whatever. And I'm going to move Genghis up here, you here, and Genghis has overwhelmed tactics on a lot of different people now, or a Champion of War on a lot of different people. Then you can go here. It gives you overwhelmed tactics. And just stay on that hilltop. These guys down here are fine, although I would like to have that Pyre Templar running up the middle. This guy wants to charge down. I don't know that I want... You know what, he can teleport anyway, so I'm just going to move this as far away from him as I can. And then we're going to move up a little bit in the middle here, but not too far. I want to kind of cautiously approach down here and bring the shield up, most likely. The boar, I'm going to leave more flexibility. Let's put the shield behind that guy and have the people who can do repeating attacks up front. Lieutenant should go over here in case I need to debuff a different type of unit. Archer can go in the middle to help with punching through there. And then you can also go in the middle. Okay. Looks alright. Okay, we did. Okay, that's some pretty nasty burning, but I got my ritualist nearby. I think we're okay. I can clear that up. Okay, that dragon did a tail swipe. I guess I shouldn't actually be surprised. That was a fairly obvious tail swipe. Okay, they're all going after that guy. I might need my Dust Weaver to pull him out of there. I think the Dust Weaver... Oh, the Dust Weaver's way over here. Okay, that guy's actually kind of on his own for a minute here, because I don't have the shields that can pull him out. I can maybe help him. I do have a revive. I need to remember that my cleric can resurrect people. I can do a cleanse on him to get rid of all his negative status effects and give him some regen. but I can also do that with a spell. I'm wondering if you'd be better off just dealing damage. Now I really wish this thing had its AoE. I guess I guess this guy can kind of return the favor, can't he? I think I may as well do that. If you're going to throw fire at me, I'll throw fire back. Right there, I think. Not as good of a hit for me, but it's enough. And then I definitely want you to just clear all that out. Okay, that clears up a bunch of negative status effects. I can get rid of more by targeting him specifically with that. Snowstorm active until the end of battle. Okay, everybody's going to be getting frost damage. I guess that's what we're dealing with now. I think that was already active, though. I thought I saw that pop up earlier. Okay, but not sure how I feel about having the boar back here at the moment, because he can't really do anything. I need to sort of just punch through all this crap. I'm going to keep investing in healing this guy at the front line, while the ranged attackers try to help support. Okay, and then you're going to just need to keep units off my back. Yeah, just guard. Oh, no, don't do that. Turn that way. There you go. And just keep them from causing too much trouble back there. So can't make use of keen-sighted here is the problem. That's a knockback combo and enters wind stance. What does wind stance do again? The unit is slippery and swift, lost when this unit enters storm stance. Storm stance. One defense and one resistance. So I'm a little bit more defensive if I use the charge attack here. I can't actually hit him with it. But I can do a knockback combo on this guy if I use the other one. I think we gotta just shoot at this guy and hope we hit here. Okay, there's some crits. I think I've been getting fairly lucky with those. What do you have a lot of? Because our lieutenants need to start doing the debuffs. You've got quite a few spell shields. I'm seeing a lot of them. We got a couple of these arcanists. They shouldn't be too scary. The evokers are a little bit worse. I could debuff the evoker, or I could debuff the shield unit, which I'm going to have to deal with back here before long. Where's the other spell shield? I'm sure you got one more around here somewhere. There's one back there. He'll be fighting those guys soon. Okay. Or the lieutenant can just make sure that guy dies. You got a pretty good angle up from up there. Yeah, go ahead and take that shot. More crits. Okay, cool. I think the loot... Oh, you know what I should have done? Yeah, okay, I know what I should have done. Just debuff him now. Oh, wait, you can't reach him? Maybe he's further away than it looks because of the cliff. Good chance to kill with damage output, but not good chance to hit. Alright, go ahead and debuff that guy. I don't like him. And there's 3 of them, so I just don't want to deal with them. Then... I think I want to hit him and then do the knockback combo, because that'll actually kill him. Yeah. He's gonna get blasted by all these guys out here. I don't really like that. Okay, let's get the boar over here. I want him in a position where he can actually charge the shield. Okay. I think the boar's going to end up helping with these stragglers that are running around this side. So that's a good spot for him, I think. Defensive stance. I need just help in that center there. is where the bulk of this is happening. I could do... I think I want to direct that towards him, because, okay, yeah, we're going to do this. I want to do a bunch of damage to this guy. Okay, because that's partially spirit damage, and the rocks are weak to it. You could do your repeating attack on that pole arm. All my units have kind of sucky chance to hit. That's why I really would have liked to have cast Mark, or whatever it is, on these guys. I could make the Vigil go again on this turn. That's actually probably a pretty good decision, because Keen-Sighted, or whatever, Focus Aim, remains active. So you can actually do that, and I still have a 100% chance to hit anything. So then, can Genghis finish him? I don't think so. Unless I crit. Okay, then now Genghis can finish him. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do Touch of Grace on you, I guess. I don't really have a better unit to do it on, so I'll just give you that. And then I have a 70% chance to hit. Should be able to land a kill here. Not quite. Dang it. Okay. That's okay. You just do your charge attack. This guy can... Yeah, because I don't want him using Quake. I want him to die here. How are we doing with the dragon over here? Maybe I should pay a little attention to this. There's only one dragon. I don't really want to invest too many resources into taking him out. How about I use you to debuff the dragon? Because you can't really do anything else here. Yeah, okay, here's an idea. Go here. Debuff that dragon. And then I can do substantially more damage to him. I can do this. If I can get rid of just one of their higher tier units, that's probably what I want to do. The higher tiers that are the single unit model. Yeah, I could kill him with the Vigil now. And I have a reasonable chance to nick that guy with her. It's not great. A much better chance of actually killing that guy. I'm not sure which one I'd rather take out. You can't attack me, so I want to start moving you this way, because I got a feeling I'm going to need to pull somebody out of a dicey situation. Okay, dang, I was hoping for a crit on that one. Did not get it. Which leaves the dragon just barely alive. I think the dragon's less of a threat, though, because this guy can still do... Well, he can do Quake, but he can't do immobilizing. I want him dead. I just want that guy to die, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm going to try to get that with her. She doesn't have that much worse of a chance. It's 45 versus 50, so, and she only needs to nick that guy, whereas he can almost kill. He'll probably kill, because I have a 50% crit chance. So yeah, we'll do this. Okay, there we go. And then you target him, finish him off. Okay, there we go. And he's got to slip away. Okay, did not see that coming. Neat. I think... Do we charge and just finish him, leaving these guys potentially somewhat vulnerable? Probably not. I think I would rather... I mean, I could move them out, but then it's a polearm hitting a unit on horseback, which I don't really want. If you just did your repeating attack, yeah, do that. There you go. Knock him back. And then you can help just protect him, because he's got his back facing the enemies now. Alright, everybody here in the middle is okay for now, but I don't want to leave them in there for long. He's already used his phase. Probably could kill him with this guy, but I don't really want to leave his guard down. So I'm thinking we hold position there. Oh, I could get through. No, I would take a hit. I don't want to do that. You're fine here. In fact, if you move there, I think you actually block more. No, you don't. Okay. Go back to where you were and just defend. That's fine. The thing is, I could kill this guy now, but I'm not sure if it's worth taking my guard down and getting hit by potentially all these guys in the back. They don't have the best chance of hitting me. You know what? I can resurrect him if he goes down. My cleric can do that, so let's just get him out of there. And another boy. Dang you. Okay. Okay, yeah, he's getting fried. I'm gonna have to probably revive him, unless he survives long enough for... No, he didn't survive. Okay, that's okay. I knew he could die. I planned to get him up. Unfortunately, some of those like tier 3 units that I've got are... well, now that guy's kind of in trouble. I can get him out of that situation. Would you stop with the slip away crap? No wonder I did so poorly in this battle. Okay. What we got going on down here? Okay, we're fine down here. The boar could actually make it to that person if I wanted to. I think Pirate Templar is good to just hit him. That'll take away his retaliations. Okay, then I can get my healer out of there. My healer could actually maybe polymorph someone here. I would rather have the boar... Oh, wait, hang on. We got more stuff moving in. Okay. You know what? Bundle together. Just hit this guy. Hurt his feelings. There you go. How long before I can use that again? 2 turns? It's on cooldown. Okay. His armies in the middle are definitely the ones that are having the hardest time. These guys are all okay. I would love to get at those evokers somehow, but I'm not really sure that I can. I think my best bet might actually just be to pull back, let them funnel through this cave, or this canyon, where I can hit them with like archers and stuff. Get better odds to hit. Yeah, I think we just gotta fall back. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta leave. All right, let's just do that. Get out of there, guys. We're gonna take a little bit more damage on the retreat just because of the fire that we're running through, but end up with more stacks of burning. But I would rather just get out of a bad situation. And they can follow if they want. I don't care. Just hold ground there. And I want you somewhere where you're relatively safe-ish. Now, who's got the most stacks of burning here? That lieutenant's got 5. Ouch. Paladin's only got 2. They're in a little better shape. Yeah, I think I want to clear status effects off that lieutenant. My cleric can do that with cleanse. That'll clear all of them. And give regenerating support. That might be good here. Cleric's also got a heal. I think this is a cost 0 action points. The unit retains 1 action point afterwards. I'm really glad. I don't know if this tooltip was always there, but I just recently found out it was at the very least, and it's very happy to have that here because I can never remember what these symbols mean. Okay, so I'll retain 1 action point afterwards, so I could use Cleric's Favor on this guy while still cleansing all conditions on that lieutenant. And actually buffing him a bit. Yeah, I like this setup a little better. This is quite a bit better. Okay, you could finish that dragon off. No more slip-aways for you, you little scoundrel. Get out of here. That is just a dead dragon, and that's all. And Genghis can mess some stuff up here, I think. And my Vigil can too, if it can hit. But I'm not confident that it can. I think this archer, I'm just going to take shots. There we go. I'm actually getting a lot of lucky, or quite a bit lucky with some of these lower chance to hit shots. Yeah, go after him. Just get pressure on that mage. I don't like them. And then you... Do I want you to circle around this way? Yes, because if you circle around this way, you have a path to those mages in the back. I want you to go ahead, lay on hands. There we go. And then just defend. Oh wait, no, you can't lay on hands and defend. I want to get rid of that guy so badly. It's just annoying. I'm just going to have the Vigil do it. Yeah, just get out of here. That's the only unit the Vigil could reliably hit, so I figured why not. Then we'll do that. And then you can do your wind stance thing. And do this. There we go. Oh, that actually knocked him over there. Well, he's going to flank my unit now. I've got polymorph on hand down here too. I can make use of that. For now, I think you are better off kind of guarding your friends here and just giving them warding. And then I still have a spell I can cast. I'm afraid to, but I can. I got a couple options. I got heroic stand. I don't think anyone's under threat of dying here. What's your range on your revive? It's 4. Where'd my guy die? He was like in there somewhere. Here lies champion. Okay. I need the grid here for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I could revive him from where my cleric currently is, I think. But that is a full action, so I need all action points to do it. Basically, I just probably want to clear status effects off somebody. Probably that Paladin. He's got a couple stacks of burning, so we'll try to clear him up. Okay, that was a good backfire, so I gained more casting points. And I've still got this guy on reserve up here to pull him out of bad situation if I need to. But for now, I'll just have him go here and give everyone a little extra defense in case these evokers move up and start shooting at the people on top of the hill. Otherwise, I think we're fine. Just want to hold out of their range. And was it you who cast that big fireball? Yeah, you got fire evocation or blast evocation, so they could do that again if I leave them alone for long enough. Okay, let's end the turn here. More blizzards. That's fine. Holy crap! Oh my gosh, that guy might go down. Yeah, dang it, I'm gonna lose a champion here. I was not expecting that guy to run in and do so much damage. How did he do so much damage? That guy had plenty of health. Alright, well, let's not worry about it. Focus on the fight at hand. We can make more champions. But I think that's the first unit I've actually fully lost this game. I think. Maybe he hit me with a spell. I'm not really sure what hit that guy so dang hard. The ground's on fire. Their combat history? Oh, there we go. Arcane Guard uses melee strike. Champion has died. Okay, I'm more interested in what... I know the champion died. Oh, hang on. Use lightning bolts. Okay. Champion fails check. Rolls 30 versus 43. Champion sustains 28 damage. It's like this person just came in and ruined me. It doesn't look like they cast a spell. It's the combat logs. I kind of wish. There we go. I could just use the scroll bar there. It kept blocking it with tooltips. They just walked in and did a ton of damage with lightning bolts. Is what it looks like happened. That person must have some crazy damage output. Wow, you need to die. Okay. I mean, to be fair, the flank was open, so I guess I'm just a little salty. All right, well, I can probably kill you this turn. I think I need to get this unit out of the way because I'm pretty sure your attack is blocked by that guy in part. Although the long range isn't helping either. Oh, I got this. Yeah, freaking do that. Oh, I didn't get the crit. I was really hoping for the crit there. Okay, well, I want you to move here and kill them. I want you to move here and kill them. I want you to go here. What are we doing down here, guys? See, a lot of my new units, although they're higher ranks, feel really glassy because they haven't gotten the ranks to keep up with transformation aesthetics right now. So I need to keep them alive long enough to get those ranks, which is kind of why I was a little more annoyed that the dude died. Okay, I've got the archer. I can teleport and probably kill this thing. Or I could just kill it with... No, I can't kill it with him. I can't actually quite kill it with him either. I don't want to ride back into that mess, so I might use you to try to get a... Yeah, I could do a 50% chance to hit there. That should be enough to kill him. And we got pole arms moving in. Probably I'm going to want to shoot them to soften them up. Why don't you move around? Yeah, just go move around, hit him. I can maybe I think I can polymorph those pole arms. That would be fun if we could pull it off. 90%, yeah. Much less concerning. Okay. Good. Harder to hit, though. I think they're evasive or something. They're a small target. Skirmisher. Maybe not. Okay, no. I should be fine. So if I go here, I get the momentum boost and then can just straight up kill them. Oh, well, I guess they do get slip away. I gave it to them. Okay, go ahead and attack that thing. You ride down there. Okay. I've got decent chances to hit from up here. It's not great, but the main thing that I want to do is get rid of that guy so that this guy has a better chance to hit and kill the hero. I'm wondering if I can do that. What's the best way to do that? Like, I could actually ride out there and hit him. Or hit the hero. Yeah, you know what? I've got options. I've got several options here. I just need to remember to do my revive before this battle's over. Let's just kill him. Hopefully I can do that with you. There we go. Okay, perfect. Then I think... Okay, my odds to hit aren't any better. But all I need to do... Okay, all I need to do is just get lucky, I guess. Good. You're out of the picture. That guy was a pain in the butt. Hit either one of them. Doesn't matter. And then I want Genghis Khan to move up. Got a 90% shot. Let's go ahead and do the free action hit and a couple follow-ups. Take you out of the picture. And I'll send you down this way. You can help over there faster. Okay. And you can just do that again, I guess. Do not kill my Pirate Templar, please. Need to keep them alive so they can get their levels. Yeah, why not? You can't hit anything else. I do want to revive my buddies now. I don't remember which one was a higher rank. I can maybe figure it out, because this one would have been the one with Genghis's army. So hers was this guy, who was a soldier with 127. Genghis's was an elite with 306, so definitely want to revive Genghis's, for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and do that now before I forget to. Yep, okay, we got the good one back. The other one was a newbie. I think it's time to pull this guy out. Champion, recovering pitfall, there we go. Get back over here and stop being stunned. I can actually hit both of you with that if I'm willing to move up a little bit for it. My board's been in a handy spot this game. Can I hit you? Probably not. How about I just clear a bunch of status effects off on friendlies? That sounds fine. You just had all yours cleared, so I don't need to worry about you. Let's do this. Move you up. That way you can do your thing with this. There we go. I'll take that crit. And then a 50-50 on this. Alright, cool. You know what? I think we can just end the turn. It's only one dude left. I can't reach him. He's gonna shoot my boar. And snowstorms are gonna continue to slam everybody. Can you reach him? Yep. Get out of here. Okay. So, one noble soldier sacrificed his life, but it's okay. Spark Collar, Sundered Defense, Hero Slayer, another pretty good orb, but I think I like the other one I found better. And then main big dragon guy is still chilling back there. Let's see, I've got more of these guys that I can add in. So, no big loss. I've got replacements. We got another Pirate Templar on the way. My question is, how do I do this? I definitely want to fight this fight, but I need to get the super injured guys out of here. Like this guy, he needs to go heal. So we're going to swap you out. I don't want to lose you. We'll add, do you have, you know what? Let's throw the Vigil in there with them. Then I have, most everybody else is in good enough shape, and the War Camp's doing a lot of healing, heavy lifting for me. Let's get this more healthy guy into Genghis's army, I think. Yeah, get him down here. Genghis, you take him. Then we take this battle. Yes, this is what I want to do. Auto combat. Hopefully, no losses. This should be an easy one. I would have liked to... Oh, come on. I don't need to lose units here, and not in a fight like this. I feel like I have to babysit my units in every single fight. I don't really know why they're dying so much. I mean, it is a dragon, sure. He probably had a really powerful attack that everybody walked right into. He's got Chaining Evocation. He's got Freezing Blast. He's got a lot of AoEs. Oh wait, Freezing Blast is single target enemy. He's got an AoE. Yeah, just watch out for the dragon's AoE, basically. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm pretty sure I'm out of his range for any of the big ones. So yeah, let's move up. And first things first, patch up your friends. Who else could use a little healing? I guess you could. People on the other side definitely could. Let's do this for now. And then I think a Paladin can probably patch somebody up a little further. Probably the Pyre Templar would be a good choice for that, if I can make it to him. I think all these other units are blocking that, so I can't do that until next turn. That's fine. Oh wait, you've got Lay on Hands. You just do it. There you go. Then you can move here. You can Lay on Hands on him. Do I have a Paladin over here? Yes. Probably want to do it on the champion, I would think. Yeah. I could also give you Grace. Just out of range of any of that stuff, so good there. Yeah, why not? Just because I can. I'll leave this thing more in the back. Hopefully it can stay out of trouble. In fact, yeah, I got more healing here. And since I can't reach him because I moved him too far by accident, let's just do this. And then you go here and do this. Okay. Alright. Come at me, dragon. Ooh, everybody lined up for an AoE. Actually, a couple AoEs. Hang on. Oh my gosh, I can fry these guys. Okay. I want to get Genghis Khan next to both of these vigils. Oh wait, he is already next to him. Okay, well, perfect. I have a fairly high chance to crit here. 40%. That's pretty good. So let's do that. Starblade's removed. We're also getting rid of their buffs by doing all this. And then that can follow up with a pretty big attack from the magma guy, who, if I can buff him with Genghis, could also make a crit out of that, potentially. And the dragon's still going to get his big AoE off, so I'm not sure if I can avoid that, unless... Well, actually, if I charge him, I don't think... Yeah, but he's blocked by his friends. Okay. I can't get to him is the problem. He's guarded. You know what? I probably should have done this earlier, but let's use our lieutenants to soften up those pole arms there. Maybe let's use a healthier lieutenant to soften up the pole arms, because I got to get a little closer for that. And then I could also maybe get the dragon with him. Yeah. Why not? Then I'm going to want to get a tanky unit up there that can deal with the shields. Which I don't really have a tanky unit. The Pyre Templar is probably the tankiest one I have, and he's in the back. Maybe I can polymorph one of them. I could send the boar up. The boar's got plenty of health. You know what? Let's do that. Those guys aren't going to do much damage to the boar. They're only tier 1s. I can move the mage here. That should trigger momentum, and then I can soften this guy up quite a bit. I'm calling them a mage now, even though they are a cleric. Forgive me. Yeah, do I want to do that, or do I want to go for the wyvern fledgling and try to polymorph them into something else? Actually, it probably would be better to polymorph the evoker in the back, because that could prevent them from dealing damage output. Okay, I want you pretty close to the front, because I'm going to want you to be able to do follow-up attacks. So do this for now. Big hit. Ooh, a big hit. All right, perfect. And then I can move you up and try to polymorph that guy in the back. There we go. Turns him into a vampire spider hatchling, much less concerning. And then you can teleport here. Move up. Can't kill the dragon, probably, but I can maybe harass something else. Actually, maybe I can kill the dragon. Hang on. I've got an idea. Genghis just needs to get through all that crap. Oh, wait. Ooh, even better. Okay, you go here. I think I can kill the dragon here. I just need you to kill that person. That should give me a better line of sight on the dragon. And if I don't hit all the shots... There we go. I was going to say, if I don't hit all the shots, Genghis could have recharged them with decisive command, which I'm still probably going to do here. Because I can do this. I can actually do this. Then I can do decisive command. Then Genghis can shoot again to kill that guy. And that leaves him with action points to kill or damage him. And just like that, these guys have basically been picked apart. I'll have you go there. And you may as well start running around the side. I need more Pirate Templars, because the army that it's in is never the army that I need it. It's always running around by itself somewhere. Okay. You bleed out. Perfect. And I should be able to reach you. I'm not sure if I'll take a hit from that. Let me make sure that I don't. There we go. Okay, that should cause some trouble for you. One more stacks of burning. Can any of these guys teleport, or did I use that all? I think I used it all up. Okay, none of the people down there are going to do me any good at this point, so I may as well just use range attacks and try to finish this guy off. Oh, you can do it. Why does everyone have slip away all the time? Slip away and steadfast, I swear, are my two most hated things in this game. Genghis, finish the job, please. Thank you. Alright, no more big dragon friend. Well, at least not for a little while. So, now we can continue with what I was trying to do. And move out. I want to leave this guy. You know what? I actually might. I'm going to have him go out there and pillage that, because everybody else's army really needs healing for just the base units in the army. This guy. Is there any heroes in good shape? No, not really. They all kind of need health. Okay, well, you are going to go here then. You're going to be the one to trigger this. Okay, we do that. He'll get some health back from the actual pillage action. But everybody else can go hang out by the war camp in friendly territory and just patch up. And these guys are good. You're healing up. I might actually want you to swap out for... Can you come back? Do you have enough movement? No, not this turn. Okay. We'll wait on it then. The war camp is technically... Oh, wait. The war camp is touching my city. So it's actually... Oh, that's a nice... combo when you have that next to your city as well, because any units in here are getting extra health from it too, I think. That's what it looks like. having trouble seeing how much it's actually healing, because I think it does break it down for you. Yeah, there it is, War Camp plus 15. So he's getting 40 health. He just has a lot of health, so that's why it's it looks like he's not healing a lot, but he actually is. Okay, and then I got the conduit there. I just need to finish disconnecting some provinces. So you may as well go back down here. Ruined province can be rebuilt. Mine is done. Ruler leveled up. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Oh, I got another signature skill. Okay, what can we do with this? Master of Chaos, probably. Keep buffing that crit chance. Enemies in 1 hex radius get 2 random negative status effects and amplify chaos, which targets all adjacent enemies. That one's a little less useful, but it might be nice if Genghis got surrounded at some point. It's basically like what the Chaos Eaters can do. You know what? That could be fun. Even on Genghis, even though he's a ranged attacker, if he got surrounded by enemies and they had a lot of status effects, he could really mess some stuff up. And he's got a pretty high crit chance too, which would make it even more powerful. But mostly, we're just after this crit chance. I mean, that's what I'm building for, so it's fine. We'll do that. I don't know if I'll actually get that for Genghis because he is a ranged attacker, but maybe later. I think there's other more useful things I could grab first. Enemies in 1 hex radius. That could be useful. If I don't have anything better to do with them on a particular turn, I could still trigger a bunch of random negative status effects on enemies. I think I want Critical Skirmisher, though. That pairs well with all the crit bonuses that he's doing. When the hero does a critical hit, subsequent critical hits do additional 10% damage. Yeah, I kind of want that. And it gains 3 fortune when I kill somebody with it, so that would make critical hits even more likely. And then I could get strengthened for crits. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get all these crit bonuses on the side here. Those are fun. The more crits, the better. Man, I need to get him a better bow, or turn him into a skirmisher. That would give him what, leap? Throwing dagger, throw shatter blade. Give him melee strike options. I think I would. Nah, I want to keep him the ranged attacker. And who else do we have? Okay, good. We've got healing support for my cleric. We're very close to battlefield restoration, which is going to be very powerful combined with all the cleric's other buffs. New empire development skill. We've got. We won't be recruiting anyone through Alley of Lieges, so I can ignore that and continue to save my Imperium towards other stuff that I want more. 5 turns for Metropolitan Society. 8 turns for Destined Conquerors. That's... Yeah, I'm going to keep saving. I'm going to need a whole bunch all at once. Especially if I'm building some Pyre Templars to help my armies. Okay, I want to check something. Crypt 36, 36. If I execute him... Sorry, move. If I move him to the crypt, there we go. 38, 38. So it is counting, it's just not showing up here for some reason, like the changes aren't becoming immediately apparent. I'm not really sure why that is. Uh-oh. That province is about to get blasted. And they were being really annoying, pillaging my stuff. But when I go to the next turn, in fact, I was planning on ending the episode here, but I really want to go to the next turn and switch all those provinces around. Because it's going to be such a big turn for me, so... And plus, I'm already, like, in the zone. I know what I'm doing right now. So, I should have 4 being disconnected. That one is not being disconnected. I think it's being... No, it is being dismantled. Okay. So I'm dismantling that one. Maybe that's for the best because it's about to get blasted. Dismantling that one and dismantling that one. So I'm dismantling 4, and we're going to get 4 new ones. Alright. I think I just dropped a quick save, but I'm going to do it again because I really don't want the game to crash. And we'll go to the next turn, at the very least. Hopefully I don't get attacked here. Alfred might try to run out at me, but I don't know. I've hit him pretty hard recently. I'd really need to remember to use Watchful Eye. I think that's my most useful global spell right now. I need to remember to take advantage of that. I'm not sure if these Astral Barons do these. So magic origin units don't regenerate hit points in there. World map spells cost more. Or no, they have a 20% chance of backfiring. Oh, Alfred is gonna run out at me. Dude, I don't want to do another big fight. You're so annoying. I hate this guy. I really hate this guy. Leave me the frick alone. Just let me heal. My armies are having like 2 major battles every turn. They just killed the Pyre Templar and nothing else. I don't want to do this fight. But that Pyre Templar's seen a lot of XP. I'm not going to... No, we're not doing that. I'll just do the fight. It's going to be a longer episode than I wanted. It's actually already probably pushing 3 hours. And I intended to play for a shorter episode today, like sub 2 hours was my plan. And here we are. Okay, well, whatever. We're going to make the most of it. Okay, the middle is where he's weakest. What unit does he have the most of? Can we... He's got a couple longbows. He's got a fair mix of units. He's got 2 longbows. He's got 3, I'm counting 3 militia, 2 monks, and then the 2 spirit elemental guys. So probably want to go for the militia because they are tanky and annoying, and they have a lot of levels. Yeah, we'll do that. Alfred himself, notably, is not in this battle. So it's just 1 hero up here. If we go that way and kill the hero first, it'll do more morale damage, maybe triggering more fumbles and possibly a rout. So I'm gonna try that. I need heals though, and you are as far away from everyone else as you can possibly be. All right. Well, and you need health yourself. Okay, let's do this. No, not do that. Let's do this. No, not that either. Okay, fine. How far can you guys move? There and there. Okay. How about this? There you go. Bundle everyone together, and then maybe a couple randos who aren't really hurt but can benefit from the buffs anyway. And then for you guys up here, we're just gonna have to rely on Paladin support. I just need a turn to heal. Oh my gosh. My armies are good, they're just beat up. Probably gonna go ahead and focus on the units that have like unit models so that I can make sure they are topped off. Genghis can move up here, that's fine for now. You go here, heal yourself actually. You go here and heal him. And then I think I got another Paladin down here. Yeah, you come up here and maybe heal the Dust Weaver. And you can just kind of... I won't have that guy stay in the back. Then the Lieutenant, he needs help. I do have my Scald in this fight, and this army's fresh. So at least there's that. I'll have as many of them go that direction as I can, because that's kind of where I'm going to try to take this battle, straight at that hero. Okay, I think we're good. Alfred shouldn't be back yet, I don't think. So he shouldn't be able to cast any spells. Which means this shouldn't be a hard fight. Okay, that lieutenant could go debuff all the pikemen now. But I don't know if I want to do that yet. I think I want to get them to charge me first. Genghis could get up there and mess with Salamon. If I do that, is he in danger? Or can I protect him substantially enough? If I charge the lieutenant forward, I could have the lieutenant debuff him and then guard. I think I'm safe here. Yeah, this should be fine. I just want to kill you. Kill this guy. If I do... And then I could also do Touch of Grace on him. And then if I get creative with an archer, I bet I could follow up with a lot more damage. Yeah, if I do this, teleport to here. Is there still movement that I can go through there? Yes, I can. So I have 2 shots. And then Genghis can resupply the archer. So I can do this. Cancel defense mode. Archer shoots him a bunch. Genghis resupplies the archer with attacks. Genghis has 2 action points left. The archer, if I kill, I think I might have a better shot if I kill him first. Can you just finish him? That would be nice. There we go. That leaves Genghis open to do other things. Like mess him up. Okay. So we dropped, I think, one of the golems in that group. I think there's 3. I can't really tell if there's one on the ground. Maybe there's only 2. In any case, we want to get our shield units up front and center here. I don't think I have my... Oh, yeah, I do have my Magma Elemental. He's down here. Tempting to go after them, because they bunched up, but not safe. These guys are too isolated. I could get cut off and picked off. So better to just move this way. In fact, if the Magma Elemental can move far enough, I can probably drop a fireball in the middle of all that. And if I can do that, using the lieutenant to soften them up first is probably a good decision, because they're all bunched up together there. I don't... Oh, there's like a rock in the way, but I think I can float. I think he can float over it, maybe? No. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get him there in time. Nope. Okay, well, we'll have to deal with them later then, I guess. Yeah, let's just clog up the middle of the battlefield with units for the time being. At least we got a shield I can get in there to help defend. And, you know what? While you're here, why not give everyone a buff? Song of Revelry gives rally and regeneration. Then you can go here and defend that line. You can go here and set up for a flank. And then you should be able to go here safely, I think. And because they don't really have much in terms of range units, and I don't think they can get through. Yeah, they're blocked off from that angle. So I think we're all right. Yeah, this looks good, I think. I'm not going to cast a spell here. I don't need a random backfire event. Okay, I might want to clear that off. Don't really want to have a bunch of condemned dudes. Okay, they're kind of getting to that line there. I don't want you where you're at. We need to get rid of that monk. And unfortunately, what I wanted to do, these people have all spread out, so I'm probably better off just having you do normal battle mage things. Pick a single target and burn them. If I have another lieutenant in the area, I wouldn't mind weakening the monks. In fact, I'm gonna use you for that, I think. Yeah, get down here and weaken them. I know they have recently been buffed. I could polymorph him right from where she's standing, actually. She could do that. I need to get at those longbows in the back. Got a good flank on him. I might polymorph the one that's further away, since the one up close, I feel like he's a little less of a threat because I can injure him a lot. Because that one I'm not getting a flank on, this one I am. Alright, let's polymorph that one. Okay, now he's a lot less scary. And that aspirant knight isn't too bad. I might have the Pyre Templar go out on this side and see if I can prevent this guy from sneaking up on me. Alright, you go ahead and everyone just kind of needs to torch that guy. I would like to get my charge unit through here. In fact, I'm going to take a not flank on this guy just to teleport out of the way so my charge unit can get through, my warrior. There, now he can actually get up and help. In fact, I could even... No, I keep thinking that's slippery or sprint, but it's just second wind. I could buff a lot of units here. Let's do that. And then you can probably tear that guy apart. Yeah. Okay. You can do that. Let's just finish him. Then this guy can go after them. Oh, I forgot he moves himself forward. Now he's a little vulnerable. Okay, don't like that. Don't really have anyone who can help with it. I guess I could take this guy over here and I would take a hit, but I could get in the face of two units at least. It's mostly the archers, though, that are a little scarier. That hero, if everyone ganged up on him, like everyone, maybe he would die. I think I want to lower the number of stacks this guy has. In fact, I can knock him back a little, too. Who's left? I think it's just... You know what? How about you move up? Get closer to the enemy. Oh, I forgot I had this guy here. I probably could have done something cool with him. Now, can you shoot him? No, you can't. Could have done an AOE with him and kind of forgot he was over there. Alright, you know what? Let's just kill the stuff that's got me pinned down up here so that the rest of my units up here can help. If they can move over to the east or right side of the battlefield. Yeah. Alright, and then you, I really want to break your guard, actually, is what I really want. Okay, I can kill this guy. That's probably worth doing because it gets him out of an annoying spot. That allows them to come help over here. And the faster I can get over to that side of the battlefield, the better, I think. The lieutenant can, yeah, go ahead and attack him. Okay, they're doing good damage. You can actually go kill him now. There we go. That means you can move up. Oh wait, no, you've already... Are you immobilized? Or did he? Oh wait, I did attack with him. That's right. All right. I think Genghis needs to kind of help these guys. Yeah. I could go after the polearm, but the polearm's going to die regardless of what happens. So help maybe lower their damage output. There you go. And then you can do the repeating attack. It should knock him back. And then you can finish him. There we go. No more bronze robots. Alright, so we're a little worried about this guy here. It's kind of what we're at. I could do heroic stand. It's a bit costly, but I don't really have a... Let's see, even if everyone did max damage to him, I don't think he would die. But they probably will do max damage to him. Is my cleric around? Well, I don't know if I can revive. Actually, does revive work on non-hero units? I don't remember. I have Genghis in this fight, I have the charge attack guy, and I have my ritualist. So the cleric's not here, so no resurrects for me. We're going to... I'm just going to play it safe and do heroic stand on this guy. I don't want to take chances. Yep, snowstorm's active until the end of combat. Fine, whatever. Yep, they did go after him. Everyone's doing True Strike, so they're probably all going to shoot him too. Oh wait, they did True Strike and then they healed their buddy. Oh, they can do both. Alright. So about what I thought. He didn't die, he just took a lot of damage. So I'm probably going to need to second wind him out of there. Oh, second wind does give you slippery. Okay, that's useful. No, I forgot about that. I should know that because I used it quite extensively on my vampire leader. I might return. I'm going to probably return to that vampire leader at some point because I changed it a little bit and it's one of my favorite builds in the game. But have some other stuff on my plate that I need to do first. I can barely keep up with the DLC for this game. All right, let's get you slippery. Now, I'm not sure if I want to... Yeah, I probably will lay on hands and keep him in this fight. I don't think I want to abandon him yet. I want to pin down these units is what I want to do. So I'm going to move up with the Paladin. We can do lay on hands here. Gives him a bunch of his health back, and then he can do a actual power cleave here for big damage on 3 units. There we go. And I can even heal him further. I could do this. And I might actually not kill that unit. I think what I'm going to do is move her up here and do an AoE heal on these guys. There we go. And then I want you to actually sprint here. Can I not get through there? I should have given him an extra hex of movement. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's because I already stepped into the enemy zone of control. I'm not really sure, but kind of thought I was going to be able to... Well, I can go around this way and get him, so I guess it's fine. Okay, so we'll take a flank there if we can get it. And then kind of just move as far in this direction as I can. Except for you. I would rather you just stay here. Genghis, move far enough to get to where you can guaranteed hit. In fact, I should be doing this so that I have overwhelm tactics active. There we go. This is Alfred, right? Yeah, so no, I want to make sure as much of his stuff dies as possible. I think I really want to take this guy out first. I don't like Alfred. I don't like fighting him. Alright, well, I may as well just have these guys move up as far as they can and do as much damage as they can. but they're all gonna run. I'm just gonna be chasing them down. All right. Does anyone else have movement? You do. Oh, they're scattering. I think Alfred is casting spells. Or somehow I'm getting hit with condemned. Okay, he's going to shove someone back or forwards. I don't want to push that person out of my range yet. So... although I do want him to do the hit, I need somebody else to catch up to them first. Do you have your teleport, or do any of the archers here have the teleport yet? No? But if you're here, maybe you'll get lucky. Okay, now can you kill? Yeah, that's a kill now. Alright, everybody else can just run at the dude. Okay, you're dead. Don't let him get away. I'm getting really lucky with some of these hits. Alright, actually, keen sight here. That's a kill. There we go. Alright. Yeah, nobody needs to die in that fight. Now, if you just give my units a breather and let me frickin' heal. Yeah, go back to your city, you little coward. I'll be burning it down here pretty soon. I really hate this guy. Alfred's just tanky. His units are just tough. Part of the reason why I'm glad I'm grabbing some of these vigils, or got some of these vigils, because I need battle mages, and I don't have many in this build until the late game. Alright, so those guys who are pillaging will stay where they are, so all the provinces I'm disconnecting should actually disconnect. Fireheart's moving. Alright. I think he's the last one. I'm a little concerned as to how long some of these guys' turns are taking. Flamix went pretty fast, but I hit Flamic hard in the early game and burned down one or two of his cities, so it doesn't surprise me that he's on his back leg a little bit. But my concern is growing that I haven't actually found anyone's capital yet, so I can't kill anyone yet. I want to actually knock a few of these players out, at least one or two of them early. Okay, well, there's a shield. I don't have anyone using a shield right now. Now we should have plenty of options for annexing stuff to my city. And as I do this, it's going to get me resources. So I can get... you know what? Let's just do it this way. I'm just going to add... I know I want one or two more Pyre Templars. So I've only got one in the field right now. I want two more. Yeah, I just want two more. One for each army. I don't need any more than that. So that's one. Now, when I start annexing this stuff, I should get a lot more. The Smith's Guild I'm currently building, but I'm going to get that with the Clawmark Cave, so I take that. That does not boost my draft because I just annexed a wonder, but this should. Now, what do I need here? Probably actually farms, maybe. I don't have any farms in this city. Have I built the mint already? I didn't get around to building the mint, and that takes farms. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab a farm. This will kill population. Yeah, that's good. That's what I want. Okay, so there's a bunch of draft production in gold. I'm gonna get more from this. That already finished one of those guys. We'll take another farm. That's fine. And this gives me a great spot to siege Ridgekeep from. And then I should be able to grab this one too. So that's a third farm. So that gets me pretty close to the mint, which I could build in 1 turn, and probably should while I have the farms for it. In fact, that finished whatever I was working on. Oh, that finished the Smith's Guild. Yeah, great. Okay, perfect. Let's grab the mint while I can. In fact, just so nobody pillages it. Nah, it's not worth that. It's not worth 200 gold. Because I'm going to be investing a lot into troops here. In fact, I just got 3 brand new Pyre Templars out of all that. And that's all I need as far as the Pyre Templars go. My Imperium's taken a hit. I don't want to hit it too much harder. Let's get maybe another champion to replace the one we lost, and maybe another Paladin? Do I have a Paladin in each army? I think I do now. Yeah, each army needs 1 Paladin, each army needs 1 champion, each army needs 1 Pyre Templar. That's kind of how I want to balance it. So for now, let's just get another champion, and then from there we can just start building more troops a bit more randomly. But that worked out really well. We also now have the Archon Blood, and we're still getting the Arcanium ore from up here. So yeah, definitely want to keep those under my control. But I mean, like, we're here now. Ridge Keep's right there. So I kind of feel like instead of pillaging more stuff, maybe I just blow up this city. In fact, once I conquer it, maybe I'll see where Alfred's capital is. I don't know. I need to move my Pyre Templars and mix these soldiers into my frontline armies. I've got stuff harassing me in the back, but I think I'm just going to ignore it and keep attacking the enemy. It makes more sense to do that, I think. As long as they're leaving the stuff alone that I'm currently over harvesting, and I think they are. They're just pillaging randomly. So yeah, I'm gonna have that mana node soon. And in fact, I think I continue over harvesting even if they pillage my province improvements. I don't think that stops it. So yeah, I think we can. I'm gonna wrap things up soon. I think I'm going to go ahead, just so I can do this before I forget to do it. I want to get. Actually could use more horse archers too. Do I have one of those in each army? Genghis's army doesn't have one. I definitely want to keep the horse archers around. I need to figure out who I'm going to swap out. I think I could drop 1 or 2 of the lieutenants now. So we're going to drop you back off here and add a Pyre Templar to your army for sure. Who doesn't have a champion? Your army does not have a champion. I think I want to keep at least 2 lieutenants around. It might be time to drop the Magma Spirit. He's been doing good work for me, though. I feel bad. He's actually been pretty crucial in some situations. I hate to drop him. Maybe I can funnel him into a different army. I think I'd rather have him around than the Vigil. Because they both kind of do different things, so that gives me a bit of a variety in my battle mages. Like I said, I want to keep a couple lieutenants. You know what? I still have some around. Let's drop this one because he's a lower rank, and drop him back here. And then I can add a champion to that army. And I might drop the Vigil because I really want to keep those archers around and a couple lieutenants. So we'll drop the Vigil, one of them. Yeah. Although, do I want to do that when going up against Alfred, who has so many tanky units with high defense? Maybe not against Alfred. Maybe we keep the Vigil against Alfred. I probably need to start the siege on this turn and need to do that with a fairly healthy army. I think this person's army is probably the healthiest, so that's who I'll start the siege with. Maybe drop the boar. I think we can drop the boar. Yeah, we'll drop the boar, replace that with a champion, so I have a unit of my own race getting XP. I'm going to move him all the way up to the front line, because that's the army that's going to launch this attack. Then I want to add a Pyre Templar to their group, for sure. Then you have a Pirate Templar already. I think I like his army composition. I don't really feel like I need the Skald in there that badly, but they've come in handy to boost crit rates here and there, so I'll keep them around. I do need one more Pirate Templar. That's going to go to Genghis's army. That's a tough choice who I drop from there, because I don't really want to drop the Vigil. You know what? I might actually drop that Skald, because I need room for one more Pirate Templar. And I don't want to drop the Vigil, or at least not when I'm fighting Alfred. I don't want to drop the Vigil. And I don't want to drop my only Dustweaver. He's come in handy a few different times, and the dude is exalted too, so well, he's earned his right to stick around for the moment. Yeah, I think out of all of these, probably the Skald's got to go. So you go back. That gives me room for one more Pirate Templar. I just need to move someone from Genghis's army to that army who would fill a role nicely. I got a pike, I got a shield, I got a shock, I got a ranged. He doesn't have a battle mage, so that's where the Vigil can go. And then Pirate Templar to Genghis. And move everybody else up here. But we're still getting the War Camp regen benefits. And everybody else can kind of just chill here, I guess. Okay. Stay in my territory, get all the heals. Looking good. Okay. I might even be able to optimize slightly further by swapping a... yeah, I could swap a Paladin around. So I could do this. Then you get a little bit more health. Yep, that's fully optimized right there. Okay, everybody's healing as much as possible. Let's start that siege. Add a few siege projects. Revels of Blood, why not? We've got it, may as well use it. Undermine Walls, because that's one of my personal favorites. And we got towers in here. I like tower bombardment, and it costs mana. I have tons of mana. The onagers are tempting, but I don't have the Imperium to unlock another one. I have actually tons of mana and gold. I could really go either way with this, but my mana income is better. Would I rather damage the towers or be able to throw rocks at stuff? I think I'm going to take damage towers. There's already going to be holes in the walls, and yeah, I'd rather have that. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Unfortunately, I know I don't have room for raiding party, but I kind of want some of this other stuff in here. Can give defending units bleeding, which helps dealing with units that have high defense, because it's a damage over time effect. Otherwise, I think everybody's fairly well set. I've almost got a whole extra stack of units over there. I could go pillage something else with them. I don't know if that's worth doing when they're this beat up. In fact, I've just moved some of them back. They all have quite a bit of movement. Okay, I could probably move them out and pillage something else. What would I want to go after if I did? Maybe the center province, actually, because I just killed a bunch of units in this area, so it's kind of unlikely. And I think all this is still connected. No, I don't know if Alfred's city is big enough that it would even allow me to pillage that province improvement. Let's pop 15. It's 1, 2, 3. No, he could still... Yeah, I wouldn't be disconnecting anything because it goes around like this. So yeah, that's still valid and has a magic material in it. I'm going to actually go attack that. If I can reach it. I can't. Okay, well, in that case, we'll leave everybody in friendly territory and go out after it on the next turn. I know this guy needs to stay here. So I'm going to actually move a couple armies out with some pretty good units in them. Like you. You're a little beat up, so you can stay here. But this person can go out. Don't worry, I swear I know what I'm doing. I think. And anyone who's beat up can stay behind. So like you can stay behind. The Skald can come out. I'm going to actually move forward with all of these guys. Okay, now they can reach it. All right, let's have them go to that. Oh, they're a little further away than I wanted. Yeah, they could get picked off if I'm not careful here. Okay, well, I got impatient, but I'm gonna... See, I could do that in one turn and be in and out real fast. My armies here are healthy enough. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. If I just... They can go like this. And that gets me within 3 spaces. I don't want to slow down, okay? So we do that, and then we bring... Actually, I don't want to bring any other units out, because that's just more weak armies for them to potentially attack. So I'll bring the boar, I guess. The boar can't reach. He's only 18. Somebody with 40 movement. Yeah, it's actually got to be one of these other kind of crappy units that have been sitting around for a while, because I moved those guys all the way back there on this turn. So yeah, they go there. Everybody else stays here. That's fine. Check that off. And then I need some random units. Not actually random units, but I need... you know what? I could use another Strider. I haven't made one of them in a while. Let's get another... maybe a couple more of them, actually. I don't really have enough Horde Chargers. I'm the dang Mongols. And then another Paladin and Champion. We'll add all that together, and that should be pretty good. And then my Scout, you're doing great down here, buddy. Is there anything else I want to get greedy and try to grab? I can't expand my city anymore this turn. It's going to be 7 turns before I can, and the next tile I go for will be that, which actually means I need to disconnect something else. And I'm running out of options or stuff that I can disconnect. This needs to be connected because that's how I'm getting that. Maybe if I zoom out my territory here, yeah, this makes it a little easier to see. All that's connected. That's the only thing connected to that, so I can't disconnect that. I can't disconnect either of those. I could maybe disconnect that forester there. Yeah, I think that's the one. Let's do that. Reabsorb that, and then I'm going to take that worker construct nexus on the next turn. Okay, I think I'm just going to go through the rest of this stuff and get to the end of this turn. I'm already way over what I wanted to record today. Okay, so this guy is a duelist. I could make him a dominator, which probably don't have a whole lot of use for that. I think I'd rather have him be a duelist so he can maybe take out heroes a bit easier. And then the Lawbringer is another one that I'm generally not... Yeah, cold-blooded and minus 20% base unit upkeep. I'm not really that worried about unit upkeep. I'm going to keep him as a duelist. Kind of think of him as almost an assassin-type character. I do want to get my Scout back in here. That Scout's really useful for just running out and grabbing a province real quick, so he's going to hang around the capital city. Pure Flame Staves is done. I probably should cast that. Consecrating Firestorm. Oh, that's how I spread the... I forgot. That's how I spread the Firestorm. The Zeal, the Zealous Fire, Cleansing Flames. You have to do it with a spell if it's not in the territory of your city. I thought there was another way to do it. So we got Consecrating Firestorm very quickly. Temple of the Pyre is a city structure. Start a battle in the city's domain. Enemy units suffer condemned. That's not too bad. I mean, neither of these help me because they're race transformations, so I'll take that. It's at least something I can use. And then I've got Revels of Carnage. I want to cast Pure Flame Staves to give that to the battle mages and supports since I have a decent number of them. So I need to cast Revels of Carnage. This is probably going to backfire. So I'm going to do it on... Let's see, I want to do it on an army that doesn't have a lot of super high-ranked units already to help level stuff up. That person's army would maybe be a good one for it. Hopefully it doesn't hurt them. Oh, it's blocked by a Spelljammer. Okay, I basically have to do it out here. The only other thing is, would I want to cast Watchful Eye yet? I think I'm going to wait on that. So I'm casting Rebels of Carnage to get it out of the way. Okay, I got a good effect from it. Infinite sensing range for a few turns. Now I want Pure Flame Staves. Okay. Quorum, produce Fire Templar. Okay, we got the Templar, we got the Smith's Guild, we got another Templar, we got the Champion. A lot happened this turn. Archon Blood is acquired. Watchful Eye is ready. I'm not going to cast that yet. And do I have anyone who needs to be moved to the crypt? Okay. Promise I'll send to War Party. And I think that's the end of this turn. We got units queued up, we got buildings queued up. Mint should finish in one turn, as long as I don't lose a farm. I don't think I will. Don't think any of the provinces that have farms, farm there, farm there, farm there, none of them are under threat. The mint needs 4. Actually, it requires 1 mine. That's fine. I'm not going to lose a mine, and then I have 3 farms. Yep, that mint shouldn't get interrupted. So I think I'm all good here. I think this is where we end this episode. Sorry, I went super long again, but you know what? I just can't help myself. This game, I'm having too much fun with this particular game. This very aggressive playstyle is a lot of fun. Oh, also, that's happening out there. Neat. Well, we'll see what that is on the next episode, I guess. But that might interfere with my plans with this. Oh, well, hopefully it's nothing too powerful, but whatever it is probably going to come crashing into them on the next turn. These guys are pretty high leveled, though, so I can probably get by with them, I think. All right, well, we'll have to find out what happens in the next episode, but thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it, and I will see y'all next week. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Dawson Horner, Devin Larson, Jimbro, Roderick, and Sarah Feingold. Thanks so much, everybody.